All right, welcome to ZUDECAST number 87.
87.
Thank you. We're broadcasting in simulcast today. Shout out to Telemundo. Shout out to Univision for hooking us up with the weather babes. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, ZUDECAST 87. We got an absolutely stacked podcast for y'all today with some anti-jazz. I don't know how many antis we're gonna get into. We're about to get post ironic with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Crispy Grooves, as always, or as usual for the most part. And we got Adrian Grody in the building.
Grody, what's up, Yan? Fucking ZUDECAST host. I'm an artist. How?
We got a stacked cast, dude. And then we got, of course.
Yo, what's up? It's Robert Ware. Hit me up at Robert Ware Music on Instagram. Yes, check that shit out.
Next to him, we got Mr. Steven Pilolla.
Hello.
In the building. With the absolutely no skeletons in his closet, Mr. Pilolla. Skeleton free. And then we got Mr. Jackson Riley, Reverend J. Ryle,
yes.
Here.
What's cracking, y'all? What's poppin'?
Hi.
How you doing? How you guys been?
Good.
And then, of course, we got Christoph on the boards. Shout out for Christoph.
How we've been? The answer is we've been gliding.
Dude,
that's right.
That's sick. As we were talking about earlier, that all modes of transportation are allowed in the Zude house.
Mm. Jackson said no flapping whatsoever, and I agree with that.
Just flapping our gums, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'll be here all week.
All right,
dude. There's so much to talk about. This is a full cast today, boys.
Indeed.
I know, I got the mic now. It's a little different.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you can speak right into that thing.
Yeah?
I like Steven's going for the opposite approach, bro. He's getting nitroed. He's getting nitrogenated right now. Hell yeah, dude. We're about to get
I
squirrely.
got a little coffee left here as well. It doesn't
go.
have the
Nice.
doesn't have the fucking nitro.
Quick shout to Buc-ee's, right?
Shout out to Bussies.
Yeah, I went to Bussies in South Carolina recently, so I had to buy a cup.
What was the experience like? What can you tell us?
At
West
Bussies
Coast,
or
yeah.
just West Coast in general?
Well, what was because we're from the West Coast, so we
Or
don't have
East
no
Coast, I should
Buc-ee's,
say.
you know. So
Well, it's a gas station and a Walmart put together. Like you get gas there, and there's probably like on the bigger ones, there's like 50 to 60 pumps, and then they just have barbecues sitting outside. You walk inside, there's like a hibachi style like grill in the center of the building, and just like counters around them where they're serving hot food.
Just slinging up hot Bussies meat all day.
Exactly, and they're strong with the branding too. So there's a bunch of like merch, throughout the store that you can find, but other than that, it has like usual gas station type shit.
But it's big enough that you can lose your child in it.
Exactly.
That's an important point of any store.
Yeah,
it has to be child losable.
that's what takes it from like a normal store to like a real superstructure experience.
You can buy clothes there, and you can lose your child there.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
Yeah,
It's more chaotic than a Walmart. Yeah, I was like
That's
comparing
crazy,
it to walking into the like Wall Street Stock Exchange during like like opening hours or whatever. Yeah, you're just like,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine being a lost child in a Buc-ee's, dude.
bro.
Getting fucking Sound of Freedom in a Buc-ee's.
no.
That's a rough.
Man.
Don't
Bucky
get lost.
the Beaver falls under
Listen,
conflict.
kids, if you're watching the show, make sure you always hold your parents' hands. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
It's true.
Chewish.
Stick
Man.
close.
Although
They're everywhere, bro.
Although you shouldn't be watching this because according to YouTube restrictions that we've set, you're not allowed to watch this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Go to bed.
go away. Go to sleep.
Go away. Yeah. So yeah, man.
My parents let me watch ZUDECAST.
Oh, shit. My parents don't know what I'm watching. I can watch whatever I want.
Yeah.
I watch hot tub streams on Twitch.
Oh no.
I was the first subscriber of Elsa Gate.
These kids don't stand a chance these days, bro. Their brains are just getting fried left and right, bro. It's nuts.
It's pretty awesome.
I saw this meme where it's like 5G radiation. It's like all this shit like on this kid like brain, like, and it's all like that. And then the caption is just like, "Damn, I want to be this fool so bad. I wish I was him."
The only conspiracy theory that I truly believe is that TikTok is from China. Well, it's not true.
That's super true.
But
Yeah.
it's from China, and it's for making us all stupid because it's really working.
It's not even a conspiracy. I mean, well, it is a conspiracy. There's a whole thing where it's like conspiracy. Why is it when you say conspiracy theory, it's like instantly fake? But conspiracies happen all the time. You can conspire to do whatever. So it's
right.
like
It's mostly the theory part, in which I agree is like it's like saying I'm slinging bullshit. You know?
yeah. It's like, why is there such a stigma around it, too? Like, it's like anything that's just like the go-to thing these days, where it's like, that's a conspiracy theory, and it's just I mean, but conspiracies happen left and right.
It's
know?
not outside
Do your own
of reason,
research,
though.
Like I don't actually need someone with a PhD to tell me how to, do a teeth extraction, right? Like, do your own research. I can do it myself.
That's right.
I have my own personal theories about how I should be going about dentistry. And for me, it's not brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
That is the best thing to do.
Okay,
it's like you
I've
eat
thought about
only
that
beef.
shit.
If you're on the Jordan Peterson only beef diet, brushing your teeth is just as bad.
He does a
as
little bit of lamb. Let's play devil's advocate. He does a little bit of lamb too.
taking the
little bit of
chunks
salt
of
and
beef
pepper.
out from between your teeth is like robbing yourself of your own vitality.
It's nature's.
I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
That's true. It's like a little snack for later.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nature's way of storing calories. You just gotta give yourself a nice little crunch up. And it's.
Oh yeah,
packets of the
what I do is I eat a lot of beef and then I drink Monster Energy, and the carbonation from the Monster Energy
If I drank a Monster Energy right now, I would be in a coma for 2 days.
pop off, dude. You already got the nitro cold brew. But what I do is then I do the Mountain Dew, and then that acidifies all of the meat chunks remaining, and then they fall from my cavities.
Yes. Ever heard of enzymes? Like
Yeah.
I said, do your own research.
Yeah, dude. That's the only way you can get all your amino acids.
Monster Energy.
Yes.
Where's the
Monster Energy.
sponsorship? I gotta face my.
I know, right?
Oh wait, look at my label. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Make sure
There you
it's on brand. My brand.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna have a silly goose time. We're already having a silly goose time. We can talk about carnivore diet. We can talk about but yeah, Christoph, you want a beer?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, my man's on the clean. He's on the clean living.
the agua lifestyle.
He's got the clear glasses and the clear liver.
It is.
You'll love
Monday,
to see it.
isn't It's good.
It is, dude. That's a frequent drinking day for the Zudes, I guess.
Yeah.
But
It is Zood Day.
Yeah.
you know, days of the week don't matter as a vagrant or as a musician.
So,
whatever.
would you say we live an alternative life? Like lifestyle?
Yeah, dude. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, that's true. The weekends are the work days mostly for musicians and entertainers and such.
Yeah.
But then you
Saturday.
also can drink during those too, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Perks of the job.
Yeah, you can drink,
Sometimes,
drink
you
every
get
day.
You get a free. The comps drinks is why I do it. Is
Yeah.
why I do what I do. But nevertheless, we got 2/3 of the Anti-Jazz Alliance in the building.
Man.
What's good, y'all, dude? You guys dropped an album a little while ago too, or a couple months ago.
June.
June. It was in June.
It was great.
Landmark Catastrophe. Y'all can check it out on the Anti-Jazz Alliance on Spotify. It's on YouTube. We were playing a little bit of that before the show.
It's on everything.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. No, that's
Everything.
good. That's good. You guys do what'd you say, DistroKid?
Yeah, that thing.
Gets it up
Everybody
on
uses the DistroKid these days.
Right. What's the other one? It's like CD Baby or something.
Yeah.
We don't have CDs.
Yeah. CD's nuts.
No
We had
CDs.
tapes.
Oh no!
But how y'all feel though? How you feel about the project? About putting it out? You guys stoked or like how you feeling? You like proud of it or?
We love the reactions we've been getting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very astounding that people have been listening in the first place, like at all. So if you've been listening, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes.
But every time we ask someone what they thought of it, we get a completely different reaction.
Nah, I can definitely imagine that because it's real like that shit's pretty wild. It's very psychedelic and it's very like technical too. So I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like running errands earlier and I was like really stoned and I was like I was tripping out to your guys' shit. So it's
We
pretty
were
cool, man.
definitely in that headspace when we made it. It's all improvised, so it was astounding when Jackson told me that one of his coworkers said it was too repetitive. Which is-
Damn, y'all just play the same 5 licks over and over like me.
Basically, it's easy, man.
Dude.
Just like I like that one, and this one goes next. You sound good like that. You sound like
But then other people are like, it's way too here and there. It just goes all over the place. So people are listening to it, and they're hearing different things, which means it's like a Rorschach.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sick though.
It's a psyop, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
I like that
It's always
conspiracy music, dude. That's my favorite genre.
The conspiracy is to make music without trying.
That is a conspiracy, dude. Like that's if you can make music without trying, you pretty much have made it in life.
No disrespect to people that put effort into their albums, but we did
We don't do that here.
So you're telling me the whole album was just like improv, basically?
literally every single note.
That's awesome.
That's
dude.
sick, dude.
When I was learning about jazz and I first heard that there was any albums that were like that, I was like, all right, sign me up. That's what I want to do. So here we
Right?
are.
So was it all in just in one session, or was it recorded like in different sections, like in different sessions, and then like edit it down and stuff?
There was
Whole
one
album one day.
There was one song. The interlude was not recorded that day, but the rest of it was all like straight through.
Yeah,
That's sick,
the
dude.
interlude was recorded at one other session, which we did just like a long time ago to see if we could make good recordings.
Nice, dude.
Dude, yeah,
That's hella productive, dude. Just like one day, one sesh mainly.
And we have
That's
another
sick.
one that we haven't released yet, and we're excited to bring that out
That's
into
awesome.
the
hell
open.
yeah. Any hints about what's it like? Any hint of like some like song track titles or
We
any
have one song that's
themes?
called Killer Clowns.
Nice.
Ooh.
Dude.
I was just saying it's a certain it's pretty similar to a certain clown themed band that I've heard of, and I'm a fan of clowncore. Have you guys heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
your
familiar?
shit.
Yeah, we're very influenced by that sort of attempt to make music that doesn't sound like anything that has ever come before it.
Yeah, that's what really kind of I think is making a lot of artists stand out these days, and I definitely your music really stood out. Because
We
of
also
that.
have saxophone freakouts, which is a very popular thing these days.
Yeah.
Most people are doing them.
One time, somebody told me that the very first song, they heard something that Jackson did on the saxophone, and they really would not believe me that it wasn't a human being screaming for their life.
I did feel like I heard
shit.
some parts that where I was like, what the fuck is like? Is my phone just have like somebody screaming? Did they sample someone yelling? And it's just like, rah, rah! And I was like,
Dude.
it's fucking metal though. That's tight, dude.
Yeah.
Or Mars Volta too. By the way, I was getting Mars Volta vibes, which I don't know. They used to go ham back in the day, and it'd be like weird Latin metal with like a clarinet solo out. Have you listened to them before?
No, not really.
Massive influence of mine.
That's
Oh, for
influence.
real?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I definitely saw some of that in there for sure. That shit was sick.
Yeah,
That's
they
some of
had
the first
some.
music I ever really tried to like emulate.
Dude, I always joke around, and I was like, Bedlam and Goliath, I wasn't ready for it when it came out, but I bought it because I was just like, oh, I like this band, and I've heard a couple songs, and I bought Bedlam and Goliath, and I'm like, what the fuck is this weird, like, occult prog metal
Yeah.
Latin jazz fusion album? The fuck?
Absolutely.
But
Because they really would go into just some like free jazz crazy shit for like half a second every once in a while.
no, half a second, like, all the time, and like they're deep, like on their actual albums and shit. It's crazy. But that's sick, dude. Like I said, there's a lot to really enjoy with your guys' stuff. Yeah, so when you guys play shows and stuff, do you just go off the cuff like that as well, or do you kind of have just certain things you go back to or come back around to, to give it some framework, or is like all of your guys' work kind of improv?
Even if we're playing someone else's song, we always go into a like free section, which is why I play the bass in my left hand, because it takes away the need to like agree with someone else about chord progressions.
Right.
So I'm playing with the drummer in a rhythmic fashion, and then Jackson hears what I'm doing and plays stuff over it that makes sense. So I don't have to like worry about whether or not I'm coming back in on the right chord,
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
always
that's true.
figures out what we're doing.
You're like in control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I can't agree with other people.
Dude, well, because we, me and Steven and Alan did like basically that the other day at Luna's like a month or so ago, and that shit was wild. Just like me on
Rest in
guitar,
peace,
and
Luna's.
then I know Luna's is basically done in SAC, unfortunately.
There's a silver lining coming.
Isn't there another owner they're gonna have? Like,
Are they-
Yes, he's opening up a restaurant called the Silver Lining.
oh God.
I'm excited. I would love to work there.
Sorry,
That's
I
cool,
said
though.
Nothing.
No live music at the Silver
Hey,
Lining?
for real.
They're gonna have dueling pianos. I heard they're gonna have dueling pianos, which leaves very little room for the audience.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wondering because Luna's I thought was really good because I felt like it was a place in Sacramento that musicians could go and like experiment with really whatever they wanted, and I would hope that the new place like kind of, at least for one, is aware of like that spirit of like experimentation and then like carrying through, but also having a restaurant, also calling it the Silver Lining, and also there's dueling pianos. I don't know, like I just like
We're gonna keep
I would
them.
be
It's actually called the
accountable.
Silver Lining.
It is.
That's
yeah,
the actual name.
I don't know. Like, I understand
Interesting.
why they don't want to call it Luna's because Art Luna is transitioning away. Although he will still be involved, thank God.
That's good.
He's
That's
a good
man.
guy.
Yeah.
so then maybe the music might be the same.
The music will be the same as long as that goes on. But the question of whether or not there will be like an atmosphere of let's just do whatever the fuck. That's up to someone who I don't
Yeah.
know and haven't met yet.
I
But
do.
if you're listening,
appreciate
Guy, I would really like you to like call me.
that.
Well, I feel like a lot of places in SAC these days are starting to really embrace the spirit of like just creative like leniency, almost like blending of ideas is better than really just like playing hardball in a lot of ways. Like I don't know, I've seen more jam sessions pop up, and like I go check out Freestyle Fridays, and like we went to Sunday sessions and stuff, and it's like just to go to 2 of those in 1 week, even to me, I'm like that's a trip. So that's pretty cool that kind of stuff's popping up. So yeah, hopefully they do stick to that kind of theme, because I've been to Luna a couple of times, or you played there a couple of
Yeah,
times
I know.
too.
That's like I feel like any city needs a spot like that just lets people just
Absolutely.
do whatever the hell they want. Like it's a beautiful thing.
We've been pretty lucky to not have a lot of crazy people like take the mic, unlike right now.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Who
because
is it?
Me.
Oh,
I was gonna say man, like all you guys, and then obviously Sean Nelson, who's not here. He moved.
He's an LA cat now.
He's an LA cat now. He's too cool for y'all. Man.
He is too cool, but he's coming back very soon.
Oh,
We have
nice.
stuff planned.
Excellent, dude.
hell yeah.
yes.
I'm excited to hear it. But I mean, you guys are all just like so fucking nasty at your respective instruments, man. Like I don't even know how you do. I mean, like, okay, Jackson, I was gonna say, is there like a name for that type of technique where it's just like getting into the super high, overtony, squealy stuff, or is there like a? I don't even know.
I just heard it a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I haven't really like technically analyzed it. I just learned how to use the instrument to make that noise and then find a bunch of different ways. There's not really a name, I don't think. I mean, I could break it down as like multiphonics and overtones, but that is not really like too distinct to describe that sound. It's like a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Does it come from overblowing?
What is overblowing?
Well,
Tell us a little about overblowing you've done in your life, Jackson.
overblowing. Well, sometimes I played notes and I was like, I'm gonna take this in a direction, all right?
Yeah.
So it was too loud, man. It's too loud, dude. And like, I was trying to get more volume, and my instrument couldn't accept any more air. And then it doesn't play the note that you want it to do, dude. It's like overblowing. It's like, ah.
right.
That happens. But it's not the same as that technique, because that's like specifically in the case of me trying to get more volume. I don't need to necessarily like use a lot of air pressure or blow hard to get those kind of sounds. It's a matter of what kind of air I'm using so that it manipulates a certain type of vibration in the reed. And you know, sometimes those are like mostly one vibration that's fast. Sometimes it's like a couple of them like in relation to each other at the same time. And it's like, this is a lot of it is assisted a lot by just like the physics of like a tube. like a conical tube. It has like natural
Right.
overtones that are contained in the fundamental note,
Right.
and so therefore, like, because they're so strong and present, you're able to make them kind of coexist at the same time. And when you do that, you can have like multiple notes and
Yeah.
multiple sounds, and you can kind of like tweak them. And
Well,
move 'em
So-
around.
it's like you can kind of do that with your voice too.
Exactly.
Are,
Like-
are you
Wow.
just using like
Yeah.
frequency modulation by the vibration of the reed?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
you have the note you're playing, obviously, with the valve combination that you're holding down or whatever, the button combination. Forget the word, but the frequency of the like vibration of the reed is. Are you saying that has like a distinct effect on what
Well,
happens?
yeah. Well, because when you put down a key, all it does, it's like lengthening a tube. So you can, even though the saxophone's the whole thing all the time, if you press down the buttons, you like lengthen the tube. 'cause
Right.
There's holes in it.
Yeah.
Makes
And
Makes it lower.
yeah,
The longer the continuous connection is there, it makes it lower.
exactly.
That's crazy.
So you change. Sorry. You change the
Yes,
resonant.
ice cream's so good.
Yes.
Gang, gang.
He's saying you want to change the fundamental frequency every time you change the length of the tube.
Exactly.
Yes, and then there's overtones associated with them, which are what gives any sound its timbre. It's what makes the difference between like one person's voice and another person's voice, or two different saxophone players,
Right.
or a synthesizer with the cutoff knob all the way up or all the way down.
Right.
It's like, how much can we manipulate this?
Yeah, no. Well, it's like because you primarily play tenor sax, which has kind of like a medium-ish. It's like very similar to just like a person's voice, like a male voice, I guess, or whatever. It has that sort of range to it, but then
Yeah.
you can hit. It's sort of like with guitar with pinch harmonics.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, but being able to actually channel it, like someone that like, because I feel like I like never learned how to do pinch harmonics properly on guitar, dude. Like everybody's like, "What? You can't do this?" And I'm just like, I've just never wanted to. But then sometimes you do it accidentally, and you're like, "Oh, what the hell? How'd I do that?" And then, but you can never like replicate it. But being able to just hit every note as a pinch harmonic, or I know like there's bass players that do that. I know Bryant can do some shit like that,
yeah.
where
Those
it's
are
like
false harmonics.
the
too.
false harmonics where you do like you like hold it the string, like you hover over it with your index finger and then like use your other finger
Again,
to-
you're changing the length of the string. It's
Right.
the same concept, and you are also changing the timbre in the exact same way.
That's crazy.
The reason I ask in particular is because I've been kind of researching physical modeling stuff lately, and two of the things that have always sucked in terms of physical modeling are saxophone and guitar.
Really?
Yeah, right. It's
Why?
like
Everyone-
super
everybody want
hard to
beer, by the way?
replicate those sounds for
got
whatever
more right here.
reason.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, there's like sampled, virtual instruments or whatever, and those can sound pretty good, but the articulation is not really like comparable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's too
but
much
yeah.
nuance to those instruments.
Yeah.
But physical modeling is like come pretty far in a lot of other regards, just not saxophone or guitar for whatever reason.
It's great for
I don't know.
pianos.
It's hard to figure. Yeah, like shit like Piano Tech. Shout
Yeah.
out.
Why would it be better?
Yeah.
I understand like maybe why saxophone, because I play saxophone. That like what do you say? Something MIDI, something can emulate the sound of an instrument better. Like I get why maybe like a horn would be difficult to replicate a sound, but I don't understand why guitar. Is it because of like the kind of like I guess
It's like there's just too much nuance, man. It's like you can
In
get pretty-
harmonic tones,
you
there's
can-
like the
yeah.
sound of like a pick hitting the string. There's different sounds that you get from, types of strings and the way you're holding
Yeah.
a string or pressing down on it.
like because that's the thing on guitar. There's like 5 different ways to play any sequence of notes. So you're just
all
like
sound different.
You could play it like up higher on the neck, but like on the lower, thicker strings, and it has like a darker timbre than if you played the same thing on the thinner string.
Too many like types of articulations to reasonably map to a MIDI environment.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's kind of like AI almost, where it's like you can always tell it's a little bit fake.
Yeah,
Dude.
So, I don't know, but maybe one day someone will figure out the like algorithm to make it sound dope.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Distorted
pass
guitar is
me
a lot
beer real quick.
easier to emulate.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
that. You can use a synthesizer to make a really convincing lead guitar sound, but not a really convincing like clean guitar
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Dude,
Because
there-
I mean, the, like amp sims and like shit like that, like impulse response stuff, like has become pretty good lately. But overall,
Yeah.
I mean, just the clean sound, you can always tell it's fake. Yeah, I don't know.
I know. Well, it's like, dude, you get like it's crazy how much all that kind of stuff, like amp modeling and instrument modeling, has come in the last few years, man. It's crazy because like back in the like heyday of like Herbie Hancock or whatever, dude, he's operating like they just look like a full ass cartoon 1970s 1980s computer with like the green LED screen and
light
everything.
pen.
The light pen, dude. Like, yeah, no, let me pull up a fucking picture of that because that's just wild. If you guys never seen like,
The CMI.
is that what it is?
Yep, the Fairlight CMI.
Yeah.
It's a very ancient device, but it basically was the end of music, actually. That's my hot take.
Ooh, yeah. Why so?
It's like a technological cul-de-sac. That's what someone said once. Because
That sounds smart.
we still haven't gotten over the idea of it. It's basically just a sampler sequencer, which is basically FL Studio or Ableton Live.
Yeah.
And we're still making music in the exact same way we were in the 80s, just with different, like, different norms, different
Right.
things that we consider cool.
A little bit more horsepower, but like, dude, the display on this shit looks crazy. If you want to pull up the
Full screen.
They definitely are sexier.
Just go to the chat screen. Yeah.
oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Oh yo, and we got Aaron Pilolla in the chat.
Oh.
Said
Welcome.
swag.
Also, shout out
that?
to Brian
Dude,
Curtin.
look at- Oh yep.
Thanks
Shout
for
out
tuning
Brian
in, y'all.
Curtin was like chatting at us before the stream started.
Yeah.
But like, look at, I don't even know. It's like, is this
wave.
useful information
Looks
to
like
anybody?
it looks like a
No,
wave
it's just for
table,
fun.
basically.
Yeah,
This is all just for fun.
Yeah.
that's all just for looks.
The
It's just
top,
for
the
for vi-
topography of synthesizer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use that monitor today.
Yeah. It's
That'd be
I'm sure
sick.
some people still have them around.
Oh yeah,
like,
Herbie with it.
practical use.
But
Does
yeah,
Herbie
man.
Yeah, he
come
looks
with-
like he's selling it.
He super does.
I mean, he is. That fool probably got what's it called? Contracts, advertisement deals.
Yeah. Yeah, with like Yamaha and all that stuff, man.
Now, how do we alienate everyone even further?
Talk about more obscure synthesizers, dude. So okay, and I was gonna say, so Steven, like, how long have you been trying to or doing the like left hand bass and then right hand keys? Like, did you grow up doing any like organ stuff or like messing with that?
Interesting question, because someone else told me the answer a long time ago. I was playing a show for fun with Jackson, and I happened to be playing the left-hand bass for it, and it was extremely surprising when someone said, "Have you ever played ragtime?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, yeah, I used to play ragtime, which is a style of piano where you're basically doing all the accompaniment yourself, doing a lot of
Stride.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stride. And I used to think I was really edgy for playing that old-timey saloon shit.
Dude, I love that shit. The bar fight music.
Absolutely. But I got pretty good at that, and then I abandoned that later on when I found out about various people like Soul Live. And, in fact, Herbie Hancock was a good one, too. He did a chameleon with his left hand. So all the bass lines that I ever heard that were coming from a synthesizer, I was like, yeah, I could probably figure that out.
Right.
So I started doing that live when I came to California in 2020 at the very end of the pandemic. And I started doing it live with Jackson very first. He was the first person I ever did it with live. Very, very glad to have Jackson around as an ally.
Hell yeah, man, dude. We all are. I mean, I've played a bunch of shows with Jackson too, like over the years with Bryant and Alan and
Jackson
fucking
played
Bailey
at
and
our
everybody.
he played at the Zudecast Halloween party, bro. Remember?
That was the house
Oh
party?
yeah.
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 Wait, was that?
At the
From,
old,
like-
at the old house.
from, like,
Oh
2
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago?
yeah.
way back.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
played like a full set. Then that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Heck of fun, man.
that was cool, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss playing with the crew.
I know, dude. We gotta get it popping. Everybody's like so busy, dude. I've been wanting to like jam more with Bryant and Alan, and like they're the fucking backbone of like so many bands right now. They're just on tour. They're both on tour with Love Mischief. Shout out Love Mischief. And like between all of them, like they're just like playing so many fucking sets, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts.
Everybody's
But-
playing. It's good.
Yeah, I've seen them the most ever since I came here. They're the two musicians I've seen literally the most, aside from the Lab Rats. Shout out the Lab Rats.
Shout out to the boys,
I've
dude.
seen a lot of Lab Rats. I've seen a lot of Bryant, and there's basically no one else that I could say was ubiquitous in this community. They're very, very, very well integrated into the scene.
Pillars of the community, bro.
Absolutely.
Which I don't know why, but I definitely think that Bryant is like one of the most inspiring players I've ever seen.
He's just
Dude,
an
fuck yeah.
inspiring person to like
It's
talk
true.
to and to be
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Not
Dude.
to hype him up too much, but
No, it's crazy. Like, just like the amount of like shows that I've played with that fool. Like, I don't know. Like, we just have a way of like hyping each other up on stage. That's what I love about playing, especially where it just goes super nuts, just totally improv. Fucking, it's like, I don't even know. It just takes you to another fucking planet where where you're. I don't know. It's cool when you're. I don't know, because like the more stuff that I'm doing obviously now with like the Gold Souls, which is fucking awesome, but it's like we play basically like a very similar set list like every night, and it's like, you know, the joy in that is like getting all the parts exactly right, and it's like there are solos and stuff, like there's a good amount of solos, but dude, nothing's like the same as just fucking blasting, overblowing, dude.
Overblowing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we like too, and Bryant is a great ally as well because he does just what you said. He's a player who drives you to be better when he plays with you, which is exactly how I felt about Jackson, exactly how I felt about Sean, and that's why I wanted to form a band with them. And now that we've been playing with other drummers, I've become even more enamored with Sean because I realized that no matter who the drummer is, it's going to change everything.
Yeah.
It's going to change everything. Sean Nelson is a great drummer.
Shout out.
And playing with other drummers has been quite an exploration as well. You'll never replace Sean. Sorry. He's just the best. He's the best for us because he's the guy who came up with the idea of being really good at drums. He was one of the first drummers I've ever heard of who was like, I wanna really rock this shit. You know?
That's true. Why did no one fucking think of that before?
Bro, dude.
And on top of that, he does it with very minimal wrist movement. You know, he's very precise. He's like a chef.
Very economic with it, dude.
He's cooking it up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Only expending the minimal amount of energy for each hit.
I feel like whenever we play with another drummer, it's like a new band. It becomes a new band.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a great band, but it's not the same band. That's the problem. And we don't really know how to progress as a band without this dude.
That's true.
Dude, yeah. I
We
mean,
don't know.
But we're going to figure it
We're
out.
fine. It's okay.
yeah, I was gonna ask if you could speak to the challenges of working remotely because 1/3 of you is.
We're
like,
just going to have to get together and record again because I do
Right.
not-
Well, yeah, you only
I
need
don't-
one day, dude. Just
Yeah.
fucking fly out.
I just don't do very well with the whole like multi-tracking, sending back and forth.
Yeah.
I got to be in the same room as a guy. I really
well,
do.
for the type of music you're doing, it's like that's kind of necessary, like to just all be in the same room and just record it live.
It's
totally
like
that.
there's so many like interdependent parts of like your guys' playing where it's like you both get on like crazy like syncopated grooves and shit, or everybody does, and so it's
everybody
like,
has different types of syncopation. That's why different drummers make a huge difference for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I play differently with other drummers too. Like drummers are the musicians that I speak to the most. All the best drummers that I've played with are the ones who are really listening. You know?
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
No, I feel like it's very easy on drums to just not listen and just be in like, oh, dude, I'm gonna like, especially if you're improvising where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking.
Right.
What if I switch the beat up again? You know, like every 8 bars or whatever. Like it's like there you got to find that perfect balance of like listening to everybody else and also just like keep, evolving and expanding into different directions. It's tricky. It takes you got to have the right touch.
Whether you're pocket drummer and you just want to play quarter notes, or somebody's paying you to play quarter notes, or you're like a really complicated, crazy stuff all the time metal drummer, you still have to listen. Gotta listen. Listening is so important, and I gotta say, playing with musicians that don't listen is something that will take years off your life.
Bro, I feel it. No, it's all like, I mean, that's when I'm in like a jam session situation, I mean, it's like I love seeing all the homies, but I'm like, I feel so much more comfortable just actually playing than like hanging out and like networking. As much as I like doing that, and that is the thing that you got to do. It's like it's just a totally different type of communication when you're just jamming with motherfuckers.
I'm a baby with that stuff. I don't do anything that I'm supposed to do. I don't do any of those things that you're supposed to do to make yourself like do well in life. So
You don't schmooze.
No, not at all. I also don't really play in bands that I don't enjoy, which is it's just me basically shooting myself in the foot as a quote-unquote working musician.
Right.
And I'm living with the consequences of it every day, but I just kind of like can't do the thing where you pretend to love what you're doing.
Right.
When
If your heart's not in it.
Yeah.
No,
I
feel
got fired from multiple bands in my life just for literally being bored, for looking bored.
Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. It's like yeah, you gotta be. It's gotta be something that you're invested into, especially if it's tough, especially if you're like just a hired gun type of situation where it's like, all right, this is all written out exactly for you. You have to do it this way every single time, and you didn't have any process in the writing of it, where you're just. It's like you're kind of just.
Yeah.
It's just all like taking directions where, you know, it's cool. It's cool like with the Gold Souls, like playing with them more and like getting more invested into the writing process and adding my own little kind of parts and things to it, and that kind of just I don't know. It's cool. It's cool doing that where like there's been a lot of songs that we've been writing that we haven't actually recorded yet, but we just have been gigging with them for like a few months, and it's like it's so sweet to do that, like. Because it is a form of writing. It's like writing on stage almost. Right. It's like almost like stand-up, where you're you're just trying it, tagging it a little bit different this way, or adding this little subtle change every performance, and you're kind of looking around at the band and at the crowd and like see what's vibing.
They play great music though. How could you not have fun playing with them?
Dude, oh no, it's a fucking blast, man. I've been trying to like burn extra calories on stage too, man. It's like that. It really does like add so much when the band is jumping, when the band is like actually moving around too.
Absolutely. Good music makes a huge difference.
This is a good opportunity to shout out. We got a couple of people tuning into the stream here. Let's cut to chats. Yeah.
Oh, Princess Pippi, what's good?
What's up? We got Tanya McCallum, I'm not sure.
The RBF is so hard to avoid when you're zoned out.
Resting bitch face,
the resting
for
bitch face.
sure.
I thought we were talking about real big fish for a second. Yeah,
We
RBF.
could talk about that too.
Yeah, real big fish is hard to avoid.
RBF, rolling big fatties, bro.
Ooh.
You know it is, bro.
No, that's very true. Well, no, I hate like I've just seen too many videos of myself playing where I do have resting bitch face and I look like I'm not having a good time. Where it's like I am having a good time. Like when somebody has to ask you, like if you're having a good time, you're like I'm having a good time.
Like,
but you're
what?
focused.
I hate it when
like-
someone's like, "Are you having a good time?" And what they really mean is, "You're happy you're not getting paid, right?" You're not mad at me, are you? Are you mad at me?
Right, dude.
Speaking of gigs and stuff, though, what are some of your favorite gigs you've played?
My favorite gig I ever did was when I was hired to dress up as a clown and be on a float.
Were you playing music?
I had to provide the soundtrack, yes. So I had to give them an MP3 file, and I had to pretend like I was playing like a big organ thing. It was awesome. I got paid more than usual, more than a lot of gigs that I've been playing, and it was not humiliating per se, but it certainly wasn't not like a career highlight. But I still loved it. The reason I loved it was because I got to dress up as a clown.
That's fucking sick,
That
dude.
rules.
Have you seen Terrifier yet?
I have not.
You have not.
But I love scary clown stuff. That's like the theme of our next album.
Oh, dude, you guys definitely got to just do acid and then watch Terrifier 1 and 2 back to back, bro.
I don't know, man. I saw number 2.
Oh, you saw it too?
You saw number 2?
Not on acid.
Oh,
I was
okay,
already I was like, oh my
Dude,
god.
this
I was
It's
high.
insane.
I was just high. We all went for my birthday. Everybody else here, Christoph, Bobby, Christian here. Fuck it. Yeah, we went for my birthday. Yeah, even just being like high, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like we're all hooting and hollering in the theater. We're like, that was one of the best movie experiences of my life, I'd say. But that's fucking crazy. You got to be a clown, bro. Like that's fucking tight.
It's great.
What was your suit like? Tell us about like your clown suit, bro. What was your clown suit?
Red
like?
feathers, a lot of red feathers, and They put makeup on me too. It was pretty
Oh,
sick.
yeah?
I could do that at other gigs, but I feel like that would be off-putting for some.
Well, people just think you're like a juggalo at that point. You know, they're just like, oh man,
Yeah, I'm from
fucking magnets. How do they work, bro?
I'm from an area with a lot of juggalos, so I would avoid that.
I worked in Rio Linda for like 3 years, so it's like I saw some. Yeah, I'm very well.
They're fascinating.
I'm well versed. No, I'm well versed in the Juggalo lore somewhat too, because
That's
like
good.
my edgy brother was showing me ICP like in high school and shit. So I was like,
They've totally moved on from that. They're done with that. That doesn't even really matter anymore. It's a whole culture. They've got a very well developed culture, which will probably outlast the rest of us.
so it lives beyond the insane clown posse, is what you're saying.
Absolutely, they have to have their own mutual support networks because good luck getting a job with clown tattoos on your face.
Do you think?
They have to unionize.
Do you think? Do you think the Juggalo community and the Kid Rock community overlap in any ways?
The Venn diagram is a circle. Yes, but juggalos are also people that do just regular guy stuff, like having beater cars and getting like 12 women pregnant from your high school.
After high school.
Real shit.
Of course, throughout your life, not just in high
just at
school.
once.
But they were all from high school.
Yes,
when
but
you
never
when you were
leaving-
there.
Never leaving your hometown, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just regular guy stuff, but they have their own culture, a parallel culture, if you will. You ever seen that one movie? What the fuck is it called? The one with the parallel culture.
Well, I don't know what the fuck a parallel culture is.
It's called Us. My bad.
Us. I didn't like that movie.
It was about juggalos, bro.
I think so. I think you're right. I do think you're right. Actually, I do think you're right.
That movie was a documentary.
That's Jordan Peele. Right? Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
With the one where the
Jordan
boy, he, like,
Peele.
it's like he uses and he burns himself
Yeah.
like this. See, like this.
Oh yeah, he does do that at one
And he's
part.
like,
Did you see Nope?
Nope.
No.
nope. Which one is that?
You queued me up for that one.
Is that the one with Ricky Gervais, the guy from
Nope.
No, it's not.
the
Yeah.
guy from The Walking Dead, Glenn?
Nope.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh, it has Glenn though. No, but
Glenn.
not Ricky Gervais. He's not in it. I don't know who told you that.
That'd be fire.
That'd be tight. He's like, there's a fucking something flying. Over
It's no bloody aliens.
It's bloody over my fucking ranch. My family owned this. All right, I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
All right, shout out to Bryant in the chat.
Brian in the chat. Oh,
gang, gang.
Speak of the devil, and
What's
he
up,
shall
doggy?
arrive.
God damn. You know, Bryant is the most appeared guest on the show.
Yeah.
Let's go full
True.
screen.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
that
He's
sounds right.
He has
That
the
sounds
most
right.
appearances
Yeah.
on Zudecast aside from the three of us.
Yeah.
so,
Nice.
Yeah.
I definitely
Well,
want him
and
to be there.
Christoph at this point, Christoph and Tava, and,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
probably
Ethan
true.
too. Ethan had a lot of appearances
Yeah, well,
too.
That's true. Yeah.
Brian being on is a huge reason why I would watch, like, ever. That's what makes me tune in.
Yeah.
Like, whoever we are.
I know. I've been trying to get that motherfucker back. I've been trying to
Bring Bryant back.
bring back. Yeah. Dude, that was an impress. You were just overblowing on the beer bottle there. Do that shit again. Damn. He doesn't need a saxophone at all for that shit. That's crazy, dude.
What that mouth do?
Motherfucker knows how to channel air.
Yeah. You know.
That's
Oh my
crazy,
God.
dog. Channel the spirit of the wind.
Brian says, "Why you got Jackson at the kids' table?"
Hey, Brian.
They had the fist fight over who gets the kids table.
Brian, can you come pick me up? I've been here for 3 hours.
They're being mean.
They're
Not
supposed to pick me
feeding
up at
us.
6. Pick me up at 6.
They're not getting us treats.
Did you leave your phone in the bathroom?
Oh yeah, I did. This is my phone left in the bathroom.
This guy's a mess.
Happens to the best of us, man. It's all good.
What a slob.
All right.
And
All
also
right.
a quick shout out to Erica Mata in the chat. I don't know. I'm gonna butcher your names.
Oh, that's my cousin. Oh,
Yo.
that's my it's what's it called when it's like your mom's cousin, like this, like 'cause you know-
Second cousin.
second cousin.
It's called Don't
Ish.
Try It.
Let me get the this ain't Alabama, man. We ain't in the South. No, that's
Just
family
kidding.
though. I appreciate my family. My family's so supportive, bro. They just want to see me continue to be a wholesome little stoner here. So it's
Hell
good.
yeah.
I appreciate them.
I was gonna say, where did you experience juggalos in your earlier life?
Seattle is where I'm from, and
Yes.
they have a very well-developed culture there,
I
as
can
do
imagine.
most homeless people. They're very well-developed. They have like good. They have a good system going.
In Seattle?
Yes.
Well, that's what
when
wasn't that where there was like the Chop and the Chaz going on, and it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the homeless capital, or was
Or
that
was it Portland?
I experienced
Oh,
CHOP, and it was definitely not what it was made out to be.
Was it
It was a lot of hippie kids just sitting around in the grass, and then
Occasionally, someone gets shot.
How much?
actually they
how
shot.
much? How
they
much?
shot an unarmed black guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
that
to
was-
report
that was
that
the
it did
CHOP.
not end up very well.
Yeah, the chop didn't quite work out. No, I love how.
Can you
'cause
tell
it was-
us about the levels of public masturbation, though?
In Seattle in general.
Yes, and in Chop.
Well, I've
Chop a
never
stand.
partaken in it, but I definitely think that
It does look fun,
it's-
though.
It's going on more in Portland, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, because Portland has like public hentai theaters that you can go to.
Yeah.
Ew.
What?
And-
Dude, speaking of Portland, I just saw this cool band called Golden Boy
Yes.
from
dude.
Portland.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, Chris was there too.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, they opened for the Gold Souls. Shout out Golden Boy.
Golden
dude. That was
Boy.
like
Yeah,
such a
Golden Boy.
perfect
Gold
perfect
Souls,
combination
Golden
of bands. Golden Boy and Golden
Souls.
Gold Souls.
Yeah.
Gold
Shout out to
Souls.
the anime Golden Boy too. I know
Yeah.
that's probably what they're referencing, but that's a.
I don't. It's he didn't say that it was a reference to the anime Golden Boy. And I don't think it is. He's like
probably to the outsiders.
He's like, it's a commentary on the commodification of, and I was like,
Oh,
it's
shit.
about the pervy anime shit.
I was like, it's about Golden Boy. Come
Just kidding.
on. I'm joking.
Shout out Golden Boy.
I'm joking.
All right.
Yeah, that brings it back to pervy anime, which is
Yeah.
rampant on the streets of Portland. They got plenty of public masturbation there. In Seattle, they have great tents where you can go. You can just like go do it somewhere else. You don't have to do it in public.
Yeah.
I was in Seattle recently.
Yeah. Well, how much public masturbation did you see?
Not enough.
None. I saw teenagers smoking drugs in the alleyway in broad
Nice.
daylight in downtown. And
you
also,
you can see that in our downtown.
Yeah.
no, not like that though. But what was weird is because I was being a fool and walking around at like midnight. Just like talking to people.
Classic.
They're pretty cool, pretty nice. Like just normal. Talk to them like nothing.
What were you doing out in Seattle, dude?
I was playing a gig for the JDRF, something diabetes foundation. It was like a charity event. They flew us out there.
It's not funny. It's not a joke.
yeah, dude. Yeah, no, really not
You're
funny.
at
Though.
the- I don't know, the something diabetes foundation. There's a statue of Wilford Brimley outside.
Somebody, man.
Fuck.
Like, yeah, I hung out. There's some dude. I'm not gonna describe it too much on the internet. He really needed some health care, like really bad. Like he had like screws in his leg, like like just like out, and he's like in a wheelchair, and he's just like oozing. And I'm like, bro.
Jeez. Yeah.
But they were
dude.
cool, like
Oh, but he's a nice guy, I'm sure.
That's
You know?
tough, man.
I talked to a couple of them. Some guy showed me pictures. He's like, my sister looks like Sade. And I'm like, yeah, bro.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
she kind of does. Nice pictures, man. And it's like,
That's the proudest fact of your life. You're like, but it's like my sister looks like Shad. So
yeah,
I don't have a care in the world, dude.
Seattle, downtown to Seattle at noon, the happenings.
Oh yeah, the homeless people there are very interesting. Like I was saying, they have a well-developed culture of their own that doesn't need to make sense to us, and
So-
we should allow it to exist.
Yeah.
Just like their
Yes.
own rules of etiquette of like how to live as a
Absolutely,
homeless person.
they follow their own housing rules as well. There's like housing disputes that'll go on in what's called the jungle, which is where they have all the tents.
Yeah.
where the police have pushed them and allowed them to exist. And they have very well developed like tenets of culture there. I couldn't explain them to you because I'm not a member.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
think,
I've seen it. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think regional politics make a difference when it comes to homeless?
It seems to be
encampments?
so. Like municipal politics make a huge difference because Sacramento homeless people are very different from Bay homeless people, which are very different from Portland homeless people, who are on another level with development. They have their own newspaper. They print their own news. I'm not even kidding.
Fire.
That's wild.
That's
man.
fucking sick,
Yes.
though. I mean,
It's not my intention to make it seem like houselessness is not a problem, because those that want houses can't get them, but those that are homeless oftentimes aren't looking for the sort of like, let's get you a job, buddy. Let's get you up in the morning
Yeah.
and
Well,
you
get
know,
you a
it's-
shower.
it's
They're not
su-
looking for that sort of solution.
it's such bullshit, though, how they'll be like, oh, remember for a minute somebody, he was going around, he was making like portable like little houses for people that do live, you know, houseless, and then the city was like, no, you gotta tear those down, they can't have them. But it's like, bro, why
Yeah.
shouldn't, if someone does want to live like that, why shouldn't they be allowed to have like a little nice cubby to keep all their shit in
Yeah.
and lock and go to sleep? And
Exactly.
then
There's
come
literally
out
no
and-
reason to wage war on them.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing that. It was like some article about a guy.
It was
that
Gavin Gruesome called who fucking said they can't do it no more.
Because it's like, oh, it's not up to code.
not up to code,
It's
but it's
not
like-
allowed. There's like these different regulations that would stop them from building these little tiny homes. But that's like the big, or it's like one of the big problems with, like, because it's like, oh, you could go into a homeless shelter, but it's like if you have a bunch of stuff, like you can't like bring it in, and then if you have a pet or something too, like if you have a dog, like they don't let you bring in your dog, so they're like, well, I'd rather have my homie, the dog, you know, than be in this like shitty, you know. And then it's like, I don't know, there's like different types of folks, all like, because there's some people I think about, I'm like, damn, if they just had a more stable income, or like from the get-go, they probably would have just been a van life type of person, because there's definitely people that don't want to do the whole rent or mortgage thing, and then they're just, but it's like if you got a few $1,000, you just get an old fucking camper van and like hang out or whatever, you know. That's an option. And then it's like we don't view that in the same way, but yeah, if you're just like posted up, I mean, it's crazy, it's pretty crazy on like Alhambra and stuff, and down on like, I mean, like W and
Broadway,
X and
yeah,
all that
Broadway
stuff,
and
like
shit,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like there's just tents and tents for and they're like set up it's like a straight up fort.
Exactly. And then when someone comes and tears it down, they believe that they're helping somehow.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck do you do about all that shit, man? And it's like, I don't know. It's definitely becoming a thing, and it's just all over the West Coast. I mean,
All the
not just-
solutions
yeah.
are very authoritarian. That's the problem. And it seems to me, I was just talking about this earlier, if the solution is authoritarian, then half the country is not going to accept it, because the authority is going to be either a Republican or a Democrat. So even if someone did something good, half the people would be mad about it.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked where it's.
We're about to have election year next year, so this is
Oh,
gonna
I
be
know,
fun.
dude.
Get ready for everybody to get
That's
whipped
gonna
up
be-
into a
it's gonna
frenzy.
be wild, dude.
I'm excited.
It's
You're
gonna bring
excited.
us,
You're excited. We're gonna get our viewership up. You know, we're gonna be on it with the Zudes with the news, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
what
I have a good
initially
plan.
launched ZUDECAST, was the inauguration day. It
Oh
was like
yeah, that was
our
like our first
episode 0,
episode. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
That's
that was
crazy.
wild. It was like right after, like, yeah, January 6th and all that stuff, dude. I know, that's how long we've been doing Zudecast. It's almost time for another interesting presidency.
So you could
And
say
whatever.
you could say January 6th was the Zude's birthday.
Damn.
Oh my
No.
That
god.
explains everything.
I know.
Nah, but hey,
Hey,
just
I'm
real
on TV now.
Look at you.
What do you have to say for the folks at home?
Yeah,
You know
what do you
what-
gotta say? Tell them your life story, man.
Man, shit.
Tell us about your childhood. What's your relationship with your mother like?
Call your mother.
Call her on live right now and put her on the mic so we can hear you guys talking.
No, but there's this homeless guy named Rainbow Raymond out in Sacramento. He always tells me, "Call me mother," and we're talking about homeless people, also in Sacramento. And then you're like, "Call your mother." I'm like, "Oh my god, man!" Shout out to Raymond. I worry about that guy sometimes. I've seen him 3 times so far. You know, last time I saw him, he was about to get kicked out because of the security guard.
Damn.
We have
Rainbow
to find
Raymond.
him and show him this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where he stays at. I ask him where he stays. He's like, everywhere, man. I'm like, I can't find you then, dude. Raymond, shout out.
Shout out Rainbow Raymond.
Rainbow Raymond.
Rainbow Raymond in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to bring it back to music too, just to ask you all a couple questions and stuff too. Yeah, like what were did you have any like themes in mind when you guys were working on your project? Like, did you plan ahead like, oh, like this is the kind of vibe, or this is what we tried to emulate, or this is like the narrative of the album, like, and because I know it said it was like a disaster theme, right? Was kind of the album art covers like that and stuff.
That sure is the album art cover.
A lot of that is post hoc, like we decided on
Everything
it later
is
on.
post-hoc.
We pretty much made all things theme wise later on, but Landmark Catastrophe was something that I heard Sean say, and it also fits with the very first little funny bit, which is Sean saying, "Release the toxins."
Oh yeah.
So we
Oh,
kind
that
of
was where the sample's from. That's all
Yeah.
funny.
we couldn't
Release
get the
the
sound
toxins.
of Jackson and Sean joking out of the recording. Could not get it out, no matter what.
It's great. No, but
It's
like,
good though. No, it's sick though. It
I know,
it adds
yeah.
to it a lot because I really felt like when I was listening to it, I felt like I was in the room with y'all, and I was like, "That's sick." It feels like such a live, like a live set, you know, like and you guys really nailed it in with that
Appreciate
vibe,
it.
and leaving that kind of stuff in adds to it too.
Oh yeah.
Because it reminded me of like, yeah, when we had a studio at SAC rehearsals and shit, and we'd be jamming out and like talking shit, yelling and fucking hooting and hollering. So
Exactly.
well, honestly, dude, it kind of just was that because we didn't. You're talking about did we have any plan ahead or any intention? We literally didn't even know that we were gonna like we were trying. What we were trying to do is get like some demo material. And so we were just hanging out. We recorded all that for demo material, and we were like, "Why don't we just release it as a full thing?"
Fuck
Like
yeah.
we didn't intend. That's just what we were doing.
And it came out like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
That's fucking
sick,
awesome,
though. That's
dude.
sick though, dude.
It was
Honestly, you know what that's called? I used to call that when we were jamming a lot and shit. I called it catching Pokemon because if you recorded just a super sick jam that was really good, you caught a Pokemon. And
Yeah.
I don't know, that's what I called that. So that's fucking sick. Y'all probably fucking caught some crazy shit. So
Like lightning in a
legendary.
bottle type.
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Well, dude, that reminds me about what I was talking to Christoph about earlier. Because Christoph, for you guys that don't know, is also a keyboard lord. Hit up the boy.
Indeed.
Hit up the boy if you need a. Yeah.
He's a teacher.
And
I'm all right.
You just dude, and you just fucking Hella Dusty just dropped their album like not too long ago, huh?
Yes, I think it dropped on. I want to say 2 weeks ago. I forgot
Yeah.
the exact date.
Well,
but,
'cause,
we
yeah.
just did the release show on Friday.
Nice, dude. How was it?
It was cool. Yeah. We had it was kind of like a house party downtown. Like we were in like
Nice.
someone's
Oh, it was with
backyard.
Alan's, right? Alan?
I think so.
Yeah, Alan the Enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to one of his shows like a couple weeks ago. That shit was crazy, dude. Yeah, I think I saw
With-
you on the IG.
With the saxophone or
He plays sax. Yeah, he
saxophone.
plays
yeah,
sax.
yeah. That, he was playing with us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
nice.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's on one of the tracks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because you were like, I was like, you recorded like a keyboard interlude for like one of the tracks, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait, didn't you just like record that like not that long ago?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
That's sick, dude. And then just like put it
Super
on.
fast. Yeah, exactly.
Put it on
Very
wax,
fast
dude.
turnaround. Yeah, he pretty much he's pretty good about setting. He set a deadline for himself where he's like, I need this done by this date. That's my deadline. And so I came in and recorded it for him real quick, and then he got it, I think, either mixed and mastered by someone else or he did it. I can't remember, but turned out good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Played most of it at the show, and yeah, it was first time I was playing it, so it was fun.
That's fucking
Fuck yeah.
sick, dude.
Yeah, check out Hella Dusty's new album. What's the name of the album again?
Through the Screen.
Through the Screen, dude.
We
But
gotta,
that's
we gotta get y'all on sometime, man. Shit.
I know.
We'll line that
I've
up,
got to
bro.
tell
Let's
him.
get that popping, bro.
I'll tell him to come through.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say too. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because the fucking Anthony Fantano talked about the album, bro.
He did, yes.
Oh,
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
right. And
Anthony Fantano shits on your album.
I don't think he liked it very much.
Oh
Love that
no!
shit.
What?
But I think he took the video down or something. We couldn't find it again. He put it on YouTube and
He's like, I feel bad. It wasn't that bad. Like,
I would love for him to shit on me, bro, because he's shitted on everything I've ever loved.
right,
Dude, that's the same. I feel like there's just as many
It
people
doesn't
who
matter.
hate Fantano that watch it to
Yeah.
know. Like, I feel like there's some like critics like that, like music or video games or whatever, where it's
Yeah,
like, I
where-
know if this guy hates it, I'm
like
probably
it.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking like it.
Exactly. That's exactly true, because he likes things that I like, though. But I just know that if he doesn't like something that I like, then I'm really going to like it, you know?
yeah,
Right.
I always want to form my own opinion, of course, but
right.
the main thing that I come up with is Thundercat. And if you don't like Thundercat, you're kind of like
Go
Stupid.
fuck yourself.
Fantano doesn't like Thundercat, dude.
If you don't like Thundercat,
Oh, man.
specifically the album Drunk, and that is
Dude.
like not the best album, but if you don't
Yeah.
like it at all, then
You can't find anything on it. Yeah, it's like
you and I don't need to have a conversation.
Right. Yeah. It's like, we're not on the same wavelength.
clearly we're not even
buddy.
using the same metrics. so-
Yeah.
And I'm fine with not knowing people like that. I don't want to come in
Right.
contact with people like that. I want to keep those people away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't fuck with
Fuck
Thundercat,
you don't need that.
dude.
Hey, I just want to say you got Point Reyes shirt. You be like
Yeah.
hiking and stuff. Have you been there? Like, what's up with that?
I stole this shirt. I have no idea where that is.
It's just I got it at Target. I don't know.
I didn't get it
That's-
from Target. I didn't get
that's-
it from a store, but I did steal it.
That's true. Yeah, you can't. That's weird being like a poser with like with landmarks.
Geographical places.
with national parks.
I have no intention of going there. I have no interest.
I don't even. It's like
So you
You're
hate
from-
nature and you support global warming.
I'll go so far as to say if you're from Point Reyes, then I'm sorry.
Damn.
the middle of nowhere.
A public apology.
The middle of nowhere.
Did you bring your ukulele?
yeah,
When I wear these glasses, I become an evil version of myself.
dude.
I
oh,
can
shit.
see it. You look like John Lennon, and you look. I'm like, bro, this fool's gonna slap the fuck out of me right now, bro. I was like,
What?
John Lennon's in the room, bro. Dude, you better watch your mouth. You're gonna get hit. Like,
John Lennon is a serial abuser.
oh yeah.
Which is exactly what I look like when I.
That makes you
dress
like him more.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stolen shirt and all that. But I think that the way to get this podcast to blow up is for us to invite every woman we know and harass them
Okay.
in front of the camera. You know? That's the
I'm
way to
with
go.
it, dude.
I mean, other people have done that successfully.
Yeah,
Exactly.
dude. It's a
And
whole genre.
If they start saying stuff that we don't like, we can just kick them off.
yeah.
Do we gang up on him?
We don't have to gang up.
See who lasts the
It
longest.
can be
Yeah.
an equal fight. You know, like how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yeah.
like 6 women.
That
You
would
know?
be very based if we did that. I think.
I would think it was awesome. And we don't have to be like explaining shit or being smart. We can just be like, you know, there asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
Well, you know, if,
That's always what it is, huh? It's like I'm just wondering.
I'm just saying.
That's like I was saying earlier, bro. I was like, I don't
Who's
know.
gonna be the one wearing the suit? Who's gonna be the alpha
I
male
mean,
wearing the suit?
are you-
Who's like, I'm a boss. I make moves.
Yeah.
I do the
Bobby?
money
It's
stuff.
gotta be
to be
Bobby.
Bobby.
It's
Wait,
gotta be
we,
Bobby.
we could do this like Survivor, right? Where, okay, we're already pushing the limits of our audio interface. We can't handle more than 6 people. But if we get 6 women on here, we just sit in the other room and then kick them off one by one. So the pressure is just like always like right there.
damn.
Damn.
They take you off too much, and then you're like,
Yep.
take yourself and your 3 remaining eggs out of here.
We can have
Hulk
one
Hogan.
guy who's a capitalist baller with like all the great Armani and like all
Yeah.
the big chains and the stuff like that, and he's talking about money mostly. And we can have a guy who's really concerned about her eggs. And we can have a guy who's like mostly normal, but he just says stupid shit like, so do you like alpha males?
Bro, did you see that video where the dude's like, here's why Sigma males or whatever are actually more attractive than alpha males. Stay tuned. And he has like the intro. It's like, "Rah!" It's like a tiger and like a wolf. Like, oh, and it's like, like it's all like trap and shit. And then it's like he's like Red Pill Life Coach was said his title, and it was like his
Yes,
YouTube
exactly.
intro.
Exactly the kind of person I want to be taking life advice from.
I love that
other
sort of
single
shit.
men. Other single men know exactly what to do to get women.
Other gamers, other podcasters,
Yeah.
other fucking porn addicts. We have to support each other, okay? It's a community.
Well, what was it? I think it was Fresh and Fit got banned off of YouTube
Oh, yeah.
recently. I don't know what they did this time, but it's pretty interesting.
Man, Fresh and Fit, more like flesh and shit, dude. That's all that show's about, bro. Straight up, bro. You just gotta
Deep.
fucking-
Hot take.
That's
Nice.
the only shit that's on that show, bro.
They
Them
invented the
fools are
kicking
fucking-
women off format, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beats.
While I will say that that's based, but the problem lies in the fact that it's how do I explain this? It just turns into like Reddit/slut confessions sometimes, you know? And she's like, so what, you like fucked like 10 dudes at once? And she's like, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. That's the best thing about that show is that all the girls that come on get massive boosts in their OnlyFans numbers.
Yeah.
Because all the pathetic dudes that watch Fresh and Fit, who are also watching this podcast, of course, they love being told that they're pathetic little virgins and shit, which is why they're here, you know?
Yeah, it is like it's a kink thing.
Yeah, they love it.
Not
Wow.
Yeah, and,
They do cock rating.
which once again,
Cock
cock
rating.
ratings, bro, dude. Hey, man.
Rating with the T or rating like Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Definitely not with a D.
Yeah, the Oakland Raiders.
The Oakland.
The Oakland Raiders.
I went to Oakland. It was nice over there. Tangent. I'm talking again.
That's
now.
good,
It's
dude.
Jackson High. It's been quiet.
Oakland was
is
nice,
good.
dude.
I know
Oakland
you
was
went.
nice.
You went non-verbal on us, bro. What happened? Are you
Nothing.
all right?
Yeah.
You just like
thinking
astral
pleasant
projected.
No, not quite. I'm still here.
Okay, I'm glad. All right.
Oakland's
good
got
to-
some pretty good food, man. They also got they got this like plant store, and they're selling like
store.
South American pottery like artwork for like $36, and you already know they're flipping it for like 900, 1,500% of what they bought it for.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I know.
And that's an important debate, dude. Why are we supporting the artists who make the shit, man?
That's right, dude.
They're selling it in Oakland, being like, hey, look at this cool art. But also, I own this shop, and this is $36, and I bought it for like 90 cents.
That's
that
true.
somebody
What,
made
is
this.
it that they? Yeah, I mean,
Hey, man, you gotta adjust for inflation. You gotta adjust for the scale of the economy, man. Because look, here's the thing. No, it's a trip though. But with the art stuff, I could see how, I could definitely see how a lot of that takes place though. Where it's like, yeah, well, you'd buy pay them dirt cheap, and then I mean, they probably got it from somebody else who already paid their fucking source some bullshit too, you know. So
wait, it's like they're buying all the artwork
Okay,
from
wait,
people for super cheap, or is it
I want to.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I got a thing. So people are always talking about like, hey, you know, get your online shops and stuff. You know, get your stuff printed. But it's like, I feel like in some of the make money culture, get your own business going. There's like an unethical sourcing of labor all the time. And I got there from Oakland and thinking about this shop and like this, like actual artwork that was like probably flipped. And I've been noticing on the internet, dude, a weird culture of like, you know, boss up, get your like internet sales going, like get your whatever this or this, and it's like there's like poor children making these things for pennies on the dollar. But
yeah,
You just described the music culture that we live in too.
This
Yeah.
is spreading to everything, though. Actually, like I do freelance video editing to make a lot of my income, and trying to use platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. It's hard to compete with just some like Filipino video editor who's willing to make videos for $5 a pop. You know what I mean? USD. And I'm like, I charge a lot more than that. Like,
yeah.
so, I don't know.
But at the same time, their cost of living is like way lower though in the Philippines
it's
or
true.
in like
So
India
I mean,
or whatever.
people
like,
don't have to pay them that much, and I'm like, well,
shout
The
out
problem
to
I
Luzon.
encounter most with the arts is people who think that I'm doing it for fun. People who want me to like do what I'm doing for exposure, even though like every single time you meet a new person who's gonna ask you that, they're not looking at your like credentials. They're not like, do you need money for what you do? They're like, I can't give you money, but I still want the service. I don't get that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, dude, it's musicians get it bad, and I was gonna say, man, it's like like my girlfriend, you know, she does a lot of theater stuff, and it's like, dude, theater.
Boy.
It's like you're just working completely for free most
All
of the
the
time.
time. I literally have so much experience with theater.
Oh, you do?
And the reason I haven't even touched it since I came here was that somebody wanted to pay me $25 a night to write a musical every night.
What the fuck?
And I was like, okay, the
Wait.
theater world is totally fucked. I'm out of here.
To write one musical over the course of many nights?
Of
or-
one night, one musical every night. And it was like, yeah, like, I shit you not. And
He's like, what do you
wanted
think's
me-
fair there? Like $25? You know, you could probably just whip that up.
Call it a
Exactly.
dub.
Doing it for fun.
Yeah, call it a dub.
Hey, Jack, you're really good at this.
Yeah, but I guess they considered themselves co-writers because they were singing.
Well, how
You
many
know.
musicals did you write?
One.
How did it go?
Actually, I've written a lot of musicals.
What did you spend
but
the 25
for
on?
them? I
What
only
was the
made one for
musical
them.
about?
The one that we did was about I can't remember. It was so many things. It was just improv theater, which is absolute horseshit.
Oh, fuck.
As opposed to improv jazz, which is sick.
Which is,
And everybody on earth loves it.
it's the same idea. It's the same idea.
It is
but
kind of the same
You want
thing.
to hear something funny about theater? I was in the Sound of Music in high school, right? And I was in the pit, and my girlfriend played the Nazi general, and she played the Nazi general on Sound of Music, and so they had like a ton.
Hans?
I forgot who, but basically, yeah, she played that character, and so they made like tons of Nazi flags for the school, and they hung it all up in the theater to make it immersive. And my girlfriend was in charge of the whole thing, and then after everything was said and done, we all finished the musical. You know, we bonded, and then she was like, "Here, I want you to have." She's like, "I want you to have this as a present of our time here doing the musical together." So she gave me one of the Nazi flags. And I was like, this is special. I see the sentiment in this. You know, it was a beautiful time working on the musical. And so, but I was like, I can't put this anywhere. So I put it in underneath this chair, right? That I sat in, right? I put it underneath this chair, and I hid it away, you know. And it was like years later. I was in college. Me and that girl already broke up. And then years later, we're like, all right, we got to get rid of this chair. It's too big. It's fucked up. We got to get rid of it. I was like, okay. And so they're taking it apart. They're moving it. And they pull out the seat, the cushion to fucking, to you know, just to throw it away and start breaking it down. And they were like, what's this? And they open it up. And they're just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I can explain. And they're just like, what the fuck? And, so that's my theater experience. That's my theater story that
It's
I
the
got.
thought of it.
Well done.
It's
It's the thought that counts.
You know, you know, hey.
I thought Sound of Music was about how the Nazis are bad.
It's
realize-
supposed to be. in
Apparently
general.
nowadays you can put on Sound of Music at a high school and everybody's going to be like, yeah, well, I mean, they weren't that bad.
Look, she still played the bad character, but
She was playing Hans, I bet, and he's the guy who's like a young, strapping lad who tries to get like.
That's pretty progressive.
she played the general,
Like the big bad
the
general,
general, the main
right.
antagonist
because
of
Hans
the
gets
whole thing.
upgraded later
Eh.
on. He gets like a promotion.
No, yeah. Well,
becomes
that's the main
even worse.
chick. That's the main chick's boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the
He's
main
great.
characters.
I love him.
Yeah,
He's a good
no,
guy.
he was fine.
So
He's
wait,
fine.
is it a
He's a
gender
good guy.
swap?
Yes, it's a gender swap because you think, well, that's
Well, that's good. You gotta. That's progressive.
yeah, it's progresso.
If
Nazis
the
would
Nazis,
hate that.
if
Dude,
the Nazis
Progresso has
allowed
way
more
too much
women,
sodium. Way too much sodium in Progresso. It's like 80% of your goddamn daily value.
Bro.
How am I supposed to? It's like 400 calories. It's not even a meal.
It's tough, dude.
What the fuck?
Honestly, though, if you're eating soup, though, you expect that shit to hold you over all day, like type shit, dude. If I have a bowl of soup, it's like it can't be no 500 calories. It's gotta be like 1,200, and I gotta be chilling, like.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do when I'm getting 80% of my DV in one can of Progresso?
That's true. Yeah,
You're
because
trying to get
I
a
have
bl-
like 7 a day, so I'm
How
a
many
little
is
bit
that?
overloaded. But your brain,
That's like a lot.
Your brain needs the salt.
Bro, I've been eating.
Yeah.
Salt is basically just microplastics, but like old school, you know, like.
That's true.
Like lightweight, right?
It's kind of
Like-
crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Like think about it. They're like, oh,
Explain.
they were like, look, oh man, they're like, guys, we just got fucking salt from the New World. It's fucking sick. Like you can put it, makes everything stop tasting like shit. And they're like, oh, sick. I'm gonna put it on everything. And they're like, yeah, be careful. You get sodium poisoning. And they're like, no, shut the fuck up. And then now it's like everybody's got high blood pressure from all the sodium poisoning. I eat top ramens like all day, every day because I'm poor and like, bro. Yeah, I'd be stressed out. I'm like, why is my fucking heart pumping? It's 'cause
One of
I
our
fucking-
previous guests.
Oh, yeah.
he almost
Sean
He
died.
died and came back to life because of Top Ramen.
Oh, shit.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, he
Top ramen.
fucking had a DMT trip, bro, and he was eating. He said he was living off a diet of Top Ramens, and he accidentally cut his finger, and then he fucking passed out and almost died because his iron. He had an iron deficiency.
Wait,
Ramen,
where's
yeah.
the DMT come in?
he almost died, and he was in like the hospital.
His
and
heart
shit.
stopped.
His heart stopped, and they had to bring him back to life.
He went into shock and his heart stopped.
Oh, yeah.
He had like a
Like,
fucking
Amateur.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why you got to put the egg in the ramen, dude.
Dude, it the protein balances out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, you shouldn't use pork broth.
What do you mean? I ate that
It's
yesterday.
It's haram.
It's not kosher.
Literally, though.
It's both. It's not kosher and not haram.
If you're
Yeah.
having
not haram.
any sort of
Haram.
DMT ayahuasca experience, I encourage you to do a cleanse and not have any pork in your system.
Really?
Yes.
That makes a difference with DMT?
I believe it does. I have a family friend who had a very bad trip, and he had like a bleeding eye sort of reaction, you know,
What?
because he was like having a bad time, you know.
Because he was having too many
And
pork
his
chops and then
shaman
ate
told him
DMT?
not to drink anything with like too much sugar, and he told him not to eat pork, and he did both of those things anyway, like 3 days before.
Then he went to Buc-ee's.
and got lost. And when they found him again in the Buc-ee's after he got lost, he was like,
Wandering.
Hey guys, today I'm doing DMT at Buc-ee's. Dude, it's crazy how you gotta eat a certain amount of rocks or you die. Because I feel like I used to laugh at, like, when I learn about dinosaurs and you learn about like Brontosaurus and shit, and they're like, they actually had to eat rocks and stones to help them process all the food that they eat. And I'm like, what, these fucking dumbass dinosaurs? No wonder they died. They're eating rocks all day. And then little do we know, are eating the fucking Progresso full of salt, dude. What is that? Just little rocks. Before we had refrigeration, what did we use? Little rocks.
Man,
Minerals.
let me
Gatorade.
Let me tell you what. I could finish a rock with every meal, hypothetically.
It's got what plants crave. Brondo, electrolytes.
It's true.
Rondo.
It's got what plants crave.
Rondo of Blood. You guys ever played Castlevania?
Dude, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rondo of Blood.
Yeah, Rondo of Blood.
Is
dude.
that the one with the?
Ba 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 dun. Yep, yeah, that's the one.
Technically
That
doesn't
one.
follow
Yep.
Rondo form.
Yeah. No, they all.
True.
I feel like there's a lot of games like that, or a lot of the Castlevania games have music themed. It's like all of them.
Symphony
of the Night.
Dude, yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Symphony of the Night on PS1.
Classic, dude. And then there's like a bunch of them. Aria of Sorrow and
Very
there's
metal.
Harmony of Dissonance or whatever. All the ones for like Game Boy.
Dude, yeah, Harmony of Dissonance.
Yeah.
That game sucked.
The
or what?
soundtrack sounded like that too. It's very out, but in a sick way. Great soundtracks on all those shits, dude. All those like Japanese games. I feel like
Video game music was a huge influence on me as well.
absolutely,
gotta say.
man.
I
Well, because
mean-
I feel like all the in the 80s and 90s, all the Japanese game developers who are writing the soundtracks listened to a lot of that like 60s,
Yes.
70s fusion shit
True.
because it was so big in Japan. Like for a minute, they're like, I was watching an ad for they're doing that Wayne Shorter documentary that's about to come out on like Friday.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, and
We'll
it's
be there.
yeah, it's on it's gonna be on like HBO or
Roku?
something or Hulu or something.
We're in the
Roku
dark.
TV.
Roku TV.
Roku
You'll be
TV.
there at the set, or
Be at the
Dude,
premiere.
Okay, I was so mad, but they were, I don't know, they were talking about how like when they went to Japan, like they were like everybody was just like so stoked, and it was like they were like the Beatles basically showing up playing like jazz in Japan, and like
Dude, no, that's sick because there's like the two, like, what's their name, like Shingo Rina or something like that, or Shingo Rina.
Sorry, he made that up.
No, I did not. I promise.
Shinigami.
No. One of my favorite Japanese bands is Gasu no Kiwe Atu. Fuck, what? I forgot how to say it. Fuck, I forgot. Anyways, I had it and then I lost it. But anyways,
That's actually my favorite tentacle hentai.
Indeed.
What was I gonna say?
but yeah,
Oh,
what are some of your favorite video game soundtracks then?
Oh boy, I was a huge Nintendo child.
Hell
so
yeah.
basically all that Nintendo shit, and Nintendo stuff is very AABA jazz form.
yeah.
A lot of interesting functional harmony. I suppose the very first video game that had really intense feels music wise was like Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm sure a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people in
Oh,
our
yeah.
generation can agree with that
very
one.
cinematic.
Yeah,
we had my
absolutely.
cousin came on and he was saying too. He's like, my favorite game of all time is Ocarina of Time, and he's like, this big old, this like Mexican like fucking full into rap
yeah.
and shit, and he's like, I love Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah,
Dude, everybody
anyone
loves that
from our
shit.
generation will know those songs. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
We try not to play them though because it feels very
Cliche.
like we're attracting the wrong kind of people, you know.
Weebs.
Yeah, exactly.
We want jazz weebs.
people that aren't a general audience, but we don't want people that don't like Thundercat.
Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta
If you don't
like
like Thundercat, dude, get
I don't
the
know what to
fuck
tell you.
out, bro. Like straight
Exactly.
up, like
The only thing better than Thundercat is Lightning Dog, dude.
Lightning Dog.
What was I gonna say,
Very
dude?
underrated.
So I was watching the ad for the Wayne Shorter documentary that they're doing, and I was like, "Wow, this looks cool." And then I saw they had fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson on. He's like,
That's awesome.
Wayne Shorter is the most influential. I was like,
Why
wait, I
is
was
he
like,
there?
Why do you?
He knows about as much about Wayne Shorter as he does about everything else.
I know. He's like,
Bro,
did you
just the
know?
mention of his name pisses me off.
Did you know you can kiss
Seriously.
yourself in the mirror, but only on the lips? He's tweeted that like 8 times, dude, just in different ways. Like every 6 months,
fuck.
he revamps the kissing yourself on the lips tweet.
That's so funny, given that it's like he very clearly has such a like narcissistic personality
Dude.
disorder. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
He
homie-
believes in the moon landing. What a fucking rube, dude.
Yeah, a lot of his fans like video game music too, so that's
I'm
kind
sure.
of problematic.
That's
Yeah.
also a problem with like we think these days it's like, but it's like nerd culture is
It's
like
just mainstream culture.
it's so mainstream. Like, no, when I was a kid, I legit got bullied for being into like Dragon Ball Z, and
Yep.
nowadays it's like, come on, dude.
One
Like,
kid
that's
from school told me that I was a pagan.
pagan.
For
I got
believing
pagan.
in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh and shit.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, no, pagan. Someone thought I was
Well,
doing.
you are.
Someone thought I was doing tarot cards because I was having Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know. So
Which I also
def-
do tarot cards, and that's perfectly fine witchery.
We had we had our
witch,
we
okay?
had our
Yo,
homegirl.
This
come-
explains something. I'm sorry to interrupt,
You're allowed
but
to
when
be
I
a
was in the 2nd grade, I had like a 5-foot tall stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and one night they mysteriously all went missing, all of them gone. And I'm just now realizing it was probably my grandfather, who is extremely religious, being like, "I don't like that witchcraft nonsense, like that kind of shit." Because
Like literal Egyptian gods.
It's pretty fair, to be honest. Like, it's Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty fucking crazy. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh lore is wild. It's a big influence on me for sure. Like,
It's nothing like the Bible, though.
oh, the Bible's lit. The Bible's way more wild than most people give it credit for. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fucking.
what I mean. The Bible is like fucked up in so many ways that
I've been-
Yu-Gi-Oh could never touch.
I've been
Well,
reading that shit lately. It's wild.
Okay, is
Only
the death
difference
of
is
Jesus
the Bible
Christ?
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is the death of Jesus Christ not just blood magic though?
It literally is. It's like that.
Yeah.
Ask Jackson
It's
about that.
it's
Right,
there's
like-
the gospel of Judas, where they're like, oh, it's a blood sacrifice ritual of like a powerful demigod, and that's
Yeah.
what it cleanses it does spiritually cleanse the earth because he chooses to do it, type shit. And he's-
Catholics are
Yeah.
literally eating his blood every Sunday.
no, that
Eating
belief,
his
that
flesh,
belief,
drinking his blood, all that shit. It's pretty metal.
it's
Yeah,
metal
it
as
is.
fuck, dude. It's metal as fuck.
If they
The
had
Bible
trading
is
cards,
not.
they'd go
Christianity
Hey,
is metal. That's the thing.
what's crazy-
Catholicism
no,
is
I
metal
was-
as fuck too.
I was just watching a video about the Canaanites and shit, bro, where they were like, yeah, you know, with Baal, like Lord Baal and shit.
Oh,
and,
the
you know, that's
Canaanites.
where like everybody's like, that's where a lot of the shit ties into. A lot of your conspiracies really like
true.
loop back around into like Canaanite mythology.
There's really 2 main branches. There's Chick-fil-A, and then there's Canaanites, like raising Canaanites.
Dude, raising Canaanites.
Those are the two
Yes.
the two sects of
But
Christianity.
not, dude, nah. But Canaanites would be like, all right, everybody, we're having a good old fucking prayer session / jamming out. We got the music pumping. We got fucking, you know, we're fucking worshiping our God. They're like, somebody needs to fucking jump in the fire right now. Somebody listen, fucking jump in the fire and burn yourself. Otherwise, you're killing the vibe. And they're like, well, I'm gonna do it. And someone would do it. And they're like, someone needs to throw a baby into the fire. Otherwise, you're killing the vibe. And it's like, oh my,
No,
like,
even better. They were like, "Hey, let's build a giant statue of an ox that
Yeah,
worships
yeah.
the god." What was it?
well, that
Maul?
was that
No,
was Baal.
Baal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hey.
worship Baal. And what we'll do is we'll make it into like a furnace, right?
Yeah,
Where it's
exactly,
fire,
exactly.
And we'll superheat the metal so it's like it's got these like hands held it out, and then they just put the infant on the hands and let it
God.
just sear to
crazy.
death.
That's crazy.
So
dude.
God wasn't very happy with them.
Damn.
That's pretty
It's
fair.
understandable.
That's actually the one story where he pretty much was like, go kill all those people.
Dude, that's wild, bro.
Except for the time that he killed all the people on Earth.
Well, that was him. He made other people do it. with the
Except for-
Canaanites.
except for a few of
I
them.
saw this thing too though, where it was all like, it's like, no, you can't invade us, with like the Wojak face in their Aztecs, and then he's all Giga Chat, and he's all like, the human sacrifices will stop with the conquistador armor. I'm like, no, that's not.
Yeah, that's a very white supremacist way of looking at history. I love that.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's
You
great.
know what? You know who doesn't sacrifice people? White people. We're the best.
No, that's not.
We did it.
Everybody's
We
clapping
ended
right now.
sacrifice.
Yep, good thing nobody dies to make us comfortable
Dude,
ever.
we don't need no sacrifice. Wonderful lyrics by Lizzo in her song "Good as Hell." Robert, do you have anything to say about the allegations?
Of what?
Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Lizzo's allegations.
I've been trying to
Which
stay out
ones?
of it. I'm sure much like the people who were involved with Lizzo.
Of her being fat, or
She doesn't like them because they're fat.
oh,
Here's
Bro.
the thing. Also,
Yeah, well, I'm like,
no.
my thought on that is like somebody's got to tell them, right? Like, and if Lizzo's gonna be the one to do it, it's a bit ironic, maybe.
Well, because that's the thing. She was like getting at her, her backup dancer.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like, hey, kind of insinuating that you gained a bunch of weight. And so I'm worried that you're not committed to the thing. I think the problem was they didn't have enough budget for more costumes to like make another set.
I think it's a matter of KPIs.
They didn't
right?
have budget.
Like,
My ass.
Yeah, right.
dude. No, dude.
These are
sorry-
expensive, custom-made Yiddy.
I don't think it
suits.
matters how
Yiddish
much
made?
necessarily you weigh. If you can keep up with the the workout routine and the dance routine and the choreography, then cool. But if you suddenly put on like a ton of weight, it's like now your position in that field
You still got to be able to
becomes a little
do
more
the thing.
questionable, right? Like,
Well, then there's all the
The harassment.
banana,
the banana incident,
stuff,
the Bananarama.
which
I have tried my hardest to not pay attention to the banana situation, so it's very convenient timing that I have to take a piss right now.
I drove past the banana festival at Land Park the other day, and I was like, "Wow, Lizzo
Man, they were
would've
just
loved
out
this."
with it.
yeah, Lizzo
Banana
would have loved
public
that.
in fucking public
Yeah.
in the middle of the street, just bananas out.
Just
Banana
just like
Republican?
Seattle, yeah, Banana Republic.
Bananas in public.
Well, but it was only a matter of time. No, Tim Dillon had a great bit about the whole Lizzo thing. It's like it's only a matter of time before they're like, well, why does Lizzo get $40 million and then I look exactly the same and I'm just like getting backup dancer pay or whatever. It was only a matter of time until one of them tries to take her down or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
I think it's like all of what I've heard about what she did, I was like, this is like no worse than any other average Hollywood person shenanigans. Like this is pretty light.
Exactly.
on
Women
the
can be
shenanigans.
Hollywood creeps too.
Yeah, no, exactly. But it's like, well, but basically, if you're like a BBW backup dancer,
Yeah.
dancing for Lizzo is like
Shangri-La.
basically your main shot in life.
Unless you want to usurp the throne. and become
I'm not
the
even like I'm not even
That's
joking
the
though. Like
peak.
you're not gonna find a gig like that ever again. So like the pressure must be so high.
But I think
to, like,
this ties back to the Juggalo community. I feel like they've got
That's
opportunities.
true.
there.
Actually, you know what? That's true. They just lower their standards a little bit. Just crack open a Fago and just let everything go.
Fucking
Release
Fago.
release your inhibitions. Feel the Fago on your face.
Yeah.
I think one of the main issues with Lizzo though was that she's being creepy towards children, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
A
When?
lot of people have mentioned things that she's done in like settings where she should be keeping it a little bit more PG, and she's doing her whole thing, her whole thing.
Yeah, her whole Lizzo thing.
Yes,
Think
it's hard to
that's-
get mad, in my opinion, about
Question,
anything else.
Yeah,
Holly
but-
weird in a nutshell.
Here's where I'm about to talk nuance. All right. All right. So with the banana situation, I know Bobby was trying to duck it, but he just walked back in too. So good timing.
God, Lord help me.
And I just got to get the microphone.
You just
to
got
have
done
my
with
take.
your banana situation.
Yeah. So here's the thing though, is they're like, okay, they made him eat the banana out of the Swedish tata. Was it like the banana in the peel, or did they put it in and then they unpeeled it, or was it like unpeeled and then it went in and then they ate it? Like there's
That's
levels
true.
to
That's
this
true.
shit. There is levels to the
That's fair.
depravity.
Was
like,
the banana already in the coconut is the question.
did you put the lime in the coconut and did you mix it all up?
Yeah. shoot.
It's a good question, right?
Sounds like they were all very mixed up.
To say the least.
Well, it's just weird because it's like, Lizzo probably viewed it as like, yes, I'm out here at the strip club with my big girls club dance, whatever. These are my best friends, and then all of the backup dancers are like, this is my
I'm
boss.
an employee.
Yeah, like please don't fire me, Lizzo, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you get to have friends as an internationally like popular celebrity. Maybe the people who like grew up with day one who decided not to, become a leech or something.
Could be friends with other celebrities.
Right.
Yeah,
And do adrenochrome
like-
together.
right,
It's
right.
the only ethical thing, in my opinion. They need to be corralled into their own little world
Okay.
and leave us all alone.
That's fair. Well, dude, that's how it used
That's
to
pretty
be.
much how it yeah, exactly. It used to operate like that, where it's like, all right, they get to fucking just live it up. They're their own thing. Nobody tells them shit, and then they listen to their fucking boss, though. You know. Whereas these days,
You can
everybody's
still watch them.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Don't
the
mind.
thing, and then that's the thing that celebrities almost can't exist anymore, which is maybe a good thing overall. But it's weird because it used to be such a thing that, when you see an actor on a screen, they have just such an effect over you because they're. Dude, don't use the coaster. Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
I did it already.
Fair enough.
No,
They can have such an effect over you because you don't know them as their normal self. You only know them as the roles they play, and they always have like sick music backing up every word that they say, and the lighting's always perfect.
Judge me.
I think everybody
you
knows
are. I
at
didn't
this
say you
point that you can't
Yes, you are. I
be
can see
like
you.
an actual celebrity. Enough people are like micro influencers, and they know that
Oh, yeah,
the
it doesn't take a
personality
lot.
they create online is just not even remotely close to what it is actually happening in their lives.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait,
So
tangent.
yeah, sure.
Where's the chat located?
Yeah,
let's see
we've
what's
had
up
a
with the
few
chat.
people
Yeah, let's see what's up with
run
the
through the
chat,
chat.
Destroying us.
How
Yeah, we
does
got-
one enter the chat?
Oh, dude.
Oh, you just go to YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.com/ZUDECAST.
Best theater experience story ever. Yeah, janitor cruelty musical. What the fuck? There's a janitor cruelty musical.
You did say I had some skeletons in my closet. But you said I didn't, so we will not be talking about that.
Okay, all right.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
Support-
Daisy. YouTube zudecast.com/comms for HTTP. What?
Okay.
What did you say?
The link? Oh, dude. http://www.youtube.com/ZUDECAST.
Hold on. We got Support Your Boy podcast tuning in saying, raising it Canaanites. Nice. First of all. Second of all, she made the women do stuff they didn't want to. Kind of like the female R. Kelly without the underage S word.
That's where
Really,
we're gonna
of
draw
all the
line.
words, right?
Yeah. Dude,
come on.
It's like they said that it said Lizzo needs to be called R. Belly now, bro.
I actually like that one.
Hey, shout out to the Support Your Boy podcast.
Jesus Christ. The hell is that, dude? Jackson's doing lines off camera, dude.
Yeah, what you
You
doing?
better
over there?
share, Jesus Christ.
All right.
No, but DJ Lionhead is from that podcast, so shout out to him. I tried to tune in the other day, my phone freaked out, so sorry about that. But
Hey,
yeah.
yo, have you guys ever seen aliens or ghosts in your lives?
I have definitely met a few aliens, but they were indistinguishable from regular humans.
Damn.
Tell us about it.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Oh, is he one of them?
Man,
I've
Jackson.
never met someone who is quite as interesting,
Mm.
so I don't know if he's quite human.
I used to see ghosts all the time when I was a kid. I would see I remember I got a couple vivid ones. Like I was in Catholic school class, and there was this centipede thing. It had multiple little
No, that was
segments.
real.
Dude, it was gold and made out of fucking light, dude. I watched it climb up the wall and go into the window. And it
That's the
disappeared.
most Catholic shit I
Definitely
ever
real.
heard, bro.
Dude, I was like, what the hell is going on
And it's
here?
like your priest was probably like, it's your guilt, mijo.
That's Gilgamesh.
Oh, Gilgamesh, dude. And there was this lady, dog, and she was in my grandma's house, and she was like a naked silhouette with a towel on her head, and I'd always see the silhouette pass by, like fucking like 6 times, man. When I was a
Whoa.
kid at my grandma's house.
Damn.
That was also real.
It's
I don't know
100%
who-
real.
Who was that, dude? I
You're
don't
touched
know.
by an angel,
grandma.
Jackson.
I don't know. That was weird.
Did you get touched by an angel?
That dude wasn't an angel.
Man, just at this point, being touched.
Just any type of touch.
I know, right? And it's like, feel free to molest me these days.
Well, then it's
Amazing.
you're too old to be molested.
No, I'm not.
I don't think there's an age
You
limit.
used goods. No one fucking.
Hey,
What's your body count?
I'm used goods, but goddamn, are these some goods, bro?
There's definitely no age limit. I'm 26 and I was molested just earlier today in this very same house.
It's a game of Clue
it-
now.
Was it by the Zude?
Oh shit!
I know. You guys aren't aware?
It was by the Zude with the candlestick.
Yeah, I was
in
gonna
the
say, was it
bathroom.
General Custard with the fucking?
He's probably listening right now.
Yeah.
The person is in the house. Still.
The Zude lives in the house still. Do you guys know about the Zude, the real life Zude?
Yes.
The Zodiac Killer?
No,
No.
he's not a Zude.
That was the competitor for the iPod, right?
Zodiac Killer.
The Zude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Microsoft
exactly.
Zude.
It was on Guardians of the Galaxy. He ended up with the Zude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude,
the
you
Zude.
fucking spoiled Guardians 3, bro. I was
That was
totally...
Guardians 2.
Oh,
So
see, I just saw it. I don't remember. He got a Zune. That's good.
remember I took mushrooms and I went and saw that with you guys at IMAX. Good times.
Guardians.
Guardians.
So what's up, fellas?
What's up, Jackson? How
Dude,
you doing, man?
I'm
You over
trying-
here popping your bag, bro?
I know, man. I
Dude.
can't help it.
Do you pop your bag often?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you snap your bag? What do you? Yeah. So you, dang, bro, homie's over here beating up his bag, bro, live on camera, bro, and then
the Foley.
gulping it down, bro. He is.
Yeah, wait, get the close mic.
Yeah. Do it. Hold on.
Get the ASMR.
We need that.
Oh,
Dude, that was good. That was a good one.
damn, bro, you
That
should
was a good
work for Frito-Lay as a Foley artist.
Frito Olay.
Foley artist.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. ASMR videos are a whole fucking thing.
one. Why?
I don't know.
Because we're
Pull 'em up.
horny and desperate.
Can we
That's
watch
true.
the pickle video, please?
They're definitely
What's
not
the
just
pickle
for
What's the
ASMR?
pickle video?
Absolutely not. I mean,
We can watch videos, too. We have that
ASMR
capability.
is just a response that you'll get to listening to music if you're high enough and fucking crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
which
mean,
is-
if you're in an
which is
emotional enough state, if
Which
it,
is
like,
a
connects
nightly
with you,
occurrence for me. So
See, then you
Bro.
know what I'm talking about exactly. But
I just looked up pickle ASMR on YouTube.
Don't-
It's pretty
oh,
wild.
do it,
Don't-
run it.
Run
Bro, please.
Run it,
Please.
dude.
Yeah.
Jackson,
Wait, pull it up, pull it up.
please don't eat that bottle cap though, Jackson. Please don't. I saw you pounce on it and it went flying and you're just like, ooh shit.
Properly chill,
Tasty.
it says.
Shiny.
You don't like his
At least you know it's cold.
Look at me, camera. Look at it. You see that shit?
Like this. Properly chill. That is not our slogan.
Whoa.
No,
wait,
oh my
it's-
goodness.
Wait, what the
What are you
fuck
doing
did I-
over there,
What did I
bro?
miss,
See what
bro?
I mean? It's not sexual at all.
No, it's totally not sexual at all, dude.
The first video.
Yo, Chris.
Yeah.
Not the
Can you
shorts.
pass
The
me
Pull it
video.
up, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one. Oh, see, this chick. Okay, hold on. Pull it up.
No, it's got the
I'm
it's got
scared.
good sound.
What the fuck?
Don't be scared, bro. Just because you're a follower of Christ doesn't mean you can't enjoy a good pickle
No, it's
ASMR.
that it's
It's a
that first
kosher
one right
dill,
there.
dude. It's good.
6
All
years
right.
ago.
And our Judeo.
Christ loved dirty whores. I hope you guys
That's
know that.
true.
Oh,
He did.
I guess he
Loved
did. Yeah.
everybody.
Do you remember that lady that was on like a Maury type show who's like deathly afraid of pickles and they just confronted her with pickles and
was
she's like
Olives.
screaming and
Dude.
was it Olives?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
See,
Am I getting Mandela affected?
See, fermented
Yeah.
things in
No,
general.
tends to-
See, these chicks in the shorts look like they're just fucking posers. But like this chick right
No,
here,
she's going
she
in.
knows
She
what
got
the fuck is
no,
up with
that's
She
pickles.
the
got
one I
the
was looking
jar.
for.
She's got the jar. She's in it to win it. She's slopping down pickles like there's no tomorrow. She knows that there's no calories in those motherfuckers.
Or if there is, she doesn't give a.
This is not supposed to be sexual. Why you gotta make? Oh God.
Oh, I forgot. I have to put on my headphones.
Bro, to hear the to
Yo.
get the full experience.
At my job, they're talking about Clausen. That's like the best brand. Right
It is.
Man, let
It
me
is,
turn this
though.
up real
She knows
quick
what's
a
up.
tiny bit.
Hey, do the game screen by the way, right here. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So
There we go.
Game screen is lit.
why is this showing?
Oh, honey.
Is coming.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I need my
Fuck,
volume
dude.
up like 300% for this, or else it's not gonna work.
Jesus
Not the
Christ.
smacks.
Man.
Crank it, dude.
I mean,
What
I'll put it all the way up to
oh.
0. We're chilling at.
I'm about to crank it. Don't you worry.
Ah, fuck.
Is anybody not
Feels like
enjoying this?
bones
This is
cracking at
triggering my
this level.
autism really hard right now.
Are you enjoying this?
Yes. This is
crazy, dude.
extremely
I feel like
enjoyable.
like in the
I'm like,
It's like she's massaging your earlobe.
Hey, she has the
Is that
Yeti.
what
We
it
had
is?
that mic, remember?
Oh yeah.
we used to
the
do
shitty Yeti mic that
Dude,
everyone
we-
has.
Yeah,
It
we.
does good for ASMR.
That's how I know she's really
For ass
she's
work.
an amateur still. She doesn't have like the SM7B. She
Hey
doesn't
man,
have
she's look. How do you think people get out there? They just start. Look what the Zudes are doing.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? Like, hey,
Look up an MK Ultra ASMR.
do it. Please do.
oh
These
my
things-
god.
Did you guys see our MK Ultra episode?
I did.
oh, it's
You did?
real.
Fire.
You did. I appreciate
Fire.
that, bro. We put a lot of work into that one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is gonna be
There-
lit.
40
Psych.
minutes.
Did you know that this was a thing, dude?
Psychic driving
No.
and ESP. Remember we just fucking
Dude.
talked about psychic driving?
Is that where you
bump-
drink a bunch of beers and then you drive and you
And
somehow
you-
make it home?
You let Jesus take the wheel. Yeah, that's what happens.
I don't like this. I'm skeptical. You guys know about the gateway experience?
What is the gateway
Right,
experience?
like you're supposed to listen to these sounds that entrain your brain to astral project or, get into a higher level of consciousness. But supposedly, the CIA was experimenting with this shit where they would entrain you to specific brain waves of like another person. So like mind
We're talking
control.
some total recall shit, bro.
Yeah.
Where you die and then you actually project and embody somebody else.
I have no idea beyond
it's
the
Bump
idea
this
that
slap
I don't
right here.
trust
All
it.
right, I don't want to get I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's probably okay.
Oh,
see what we got here.
no,
ASMR doesn't qualify as
All right,
real art.
hold on. This is just a nice CIA man asking you some questions.
There's a
You gotta
little
try.
highlight right
You
here.
gotta believe. You gotta suspend.
Oh,
disbelief.
I gotta turn it back up. My bad.
I'm a Fed
All you
simp,
can hear those
honestly.
nice words, the birds, and sometimes me. Play 'em in matches.
Damn,
You
thank
guys
you.
hear that secondary
Nice card.
whispering? Not sure if the listeners can hear it, but there's like two phases to this one.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, what
Yeah.
the? We
There's
got
a
the
visual
little.
component too.
It said I had beautiful eyes.
This is
What-
trying to get me to watch more ASMR.
This is nuts.
How'd you get that so fast?
Imagine
It's saying,
all right.
I am beautiful, I am good.
This is creepy as fuck, dude. Why does this exist? Like, what?
You
what
pull up
is
a
this?
picture of a Siberian husky.
It's for those of us who want to
Baby one.
exist
A
in the
puppy.
world of MK Ultra.
That's
I want to like experience MK Ultra.
You want
for
to
myself.
experience it in a controlled environment. That's the psychology of horror, by the way, too. It's about experiencing certain levels of adversity in controlled environments. So, say if I'm like, I deal with the situation that was particularly gory, I'm gonna watch gory movies and shit to try to deal with it. That's like
Totally.
the whole thing. And then,
It's a good strategy. That's why I'm constantly surrounding myself with amateurs.
Such as the Zudes.
such as the Zudes. Wow.
I don't know about you, but I
Hey.
consider this to be a professional environment.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're all professionals.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody. Everybody here came to play. I feel like, bro.
Dude, just got my saxophone back. Shout out to Terry
You
Notary. He did the monkey movement for Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
He did the what?
The movement for the apes.
Oh, like the music.
The
The
mocap.
movement. The,
Oh, like
choreography.
The
Oh,
music.
the actual.
yeah.
Talking about like
Ape
motion
cho-
capture.
Ape
Mocap.
choreography.
mocap.
Oh,
mocap.
There is mocap involved, but also he can do it without it.
Wait, so they
just
did
like-
choreography? Like, do you mean like they were dancing? Like monkeys dancing?
No,
like he got a
like-
bunch of monkeys to start dancing together?
Just moving like monkey. He's got orangutan. He's got gorilla. He's got chimp.
Do you know how he learned about this? Can we get him on the show? Because I'm like, when did you start acting like a monkey? Like, where did that come from? Like,
He's pretty expensive, probably.
It all started when I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast.
bro,
That's it's sad though when
I was watching YouTube Shorts.
it's late in adult life. You decide to start acting like a gorilla. Like,
Dude,
hey, did you guys see that Cheems passed away? The Cheems dog, bro, from the Cheems memes.
Oh,
No.
meme dog's dead. That's so sad. I'm gonna cry.
Hey,
I'm
man.
gonna
pretty
sleep
sad.
tonight thinking about this dog.
I'll say R.I.P. to the
So-
GOAT, to
I
an
wanted
icon.
I wanted to point this out though. So did Harambe pass
Oh, is it
away?
this guy?
Was it 2011 when Harambe passed away?
yeah.
Jesus.
That's
Or
the guy.
no, it was like no, it was after that. No, it was 2016.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
way
say.
too early.
That's it.
Dude, because have you ever seen the picture where it's George W. Bush with Harambe's mom? Like,
What?
and it's like,
It's
how deep?
all connected.
How deep does this fucking rabbit hole go, dude?
How deep does this gorilla pen?
Look at this shit, though. Are you talking about this guy?
Yes, this
You've
is the
got-
video.
You've got your orangutans, which are very, very economic. They're very.
That's
That's
the
just
guy?
Ryan
There's
Reynolds.
not a lot of effort
He
with
does
what
look
they
like
do.
it.
They're super, super economic.
looks high
and
as
really
fuck.
sort of.
Whoa!
He doesn't have to do his face like that too, though.
No, he's got to get into
Yeah, he
it.
does.
This is why he's on Planet of the Apes.
Nothing you've
And
never
why
seen
you're
before.
not.
They quadruped like this, and
Yeah. I think I was just a bit too young
For what?
to be an ape on Planet of the
Oh,
Apes.
yeah.
It is
you
amazing
have
how
gorillas that are much more.
everything has to have a thought behind it, right? So it's just like
Yeah.
you never would think like, oh, there has to be a guy for
Right.
figuring out the movement to make. Because I mean, we all know that movie. It's now a household name, right, for multiple generations, and it's like every little detail
He's about to
had
do
to be
gorilla.
something.
Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
might notice this is an improvement over the original, where they just have regular guys doing regular guy movements.
Right.
They're dressed up
Yeah,
as
right.
monkeys.
With like
This
with a
guy-
rubber
Right.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
He
like
figured
they
out
took
how
it
to
to the
make
next
it real.
level.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you should have him on the
They like
pod.
punch the ground. They're very.
I would love
stabbing.
to.
They
Terry
stab the
Notary?
ground,
I'm
pull
sure
their
he'd come
legs
on.
along.
He lives in Golden Gate Park.
And they're
See,
very.
Look at this shit.
There's a
If this
bravado
guy is
and
not also a
posturing that
notary
happens a lot
public,
with-
then
with,
he's wasting his
gorillas.
life.
Dude, that's crazy.
So you said you actually know this guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, so how do you know him?
And then the chimps are much more wiry. They're much
Well,
more.
I met him in San Francisco because, like, you could see in this picture, he's in Golden
he
Gate
lives
Park.
in Golden
Right.
Gate Park.
And I just kind of like connected with him real quick, talking about. I'm lying right now, by the way. I was just talking about like what he was doing because I saw him like with these arm things, and he was like kind of moving around, making some noises, and like people were kind of looking at him strange. And I just asked him like what he was up to, and I learned that actually he's Terry Notary.
Man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was all a lie. But
Acting.
But the rest of the thing, he does chimps too, and then he demonstrates. He's got the call. And
No, he's
shit.
got the chimp. He's got the chimp
much
move right
more
here.
wiry. They're much more.
He's got the call. It's good. Hold on.
So goddamn good at it.
It's very impressive. Actually.
So yeah, there's this real quick little demo.
It's like it's nothing.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand, everybody.
I love,
That's one hand.
I love how some of us were not applauding. Yeah.
I had to work the. I had one hand.
No, you're
That's
good.
right.
You're good. You're good. What's
Can't
the
do that.
hey? What's
Can't
the
do the
sound?
one-hand
What's
clap.
the sound of one hand clapping?
That would have been a lot
That's-
cooler if you did it.
I can't.
That is not one hand
What
clapping. This is one hand clapping. This is two hands clapping.
Man.
What do you know about the multi-snap where it's like
Oh yeah.
Poetry.
This is ASMR.
Yeah.
There we go.
Why don't we do ASMR, dude?
You already are.
I told you guys. Well, I mean, you guys have already talked about it, but you have to make your sleep meditation vibrations to fall asleep and astral project to. I mean, fuck, we saw MK Ultra ASMR just right now. You're like, fuck.
You need that 4 hertz delta binaural beats.
You might actually be able to get many more views if you start branding this as ASMR.
That's probably true.
People could fall asleep to this pretty
Dude.
easily.
I wanna interview an ASMR chick. Hell about yeah.
Shoot.
Dude.
But if we just whisper the whole time and let the compression do its thing, we're gonna get way more views this way. We just have to invent fake scenarios where we're like at the Buc-ee's and we're looking for a lost child.
For a lost child. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my son, Jimmy? Has anybody seen Jimmy? Excuse me, sir. I know that you were waiting for your delicious pussy cheese sandwich, but have you seen a little boy about yay high? he looks a little bit like the kid that got killed by Harambe. He looks a little bit. Have you seen that kid already? I checked. He didn't. He's not behind the icy machine.
Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Public Lights is a great song.
Have you seen the ghost of my son?
My son died in his Buc-ee's 5 years ago, and I'm never living that out.
I visit him every
I can't move on. He haunts me every day.
Help me.
Bro, I just work here. Do you see this grease stain on the floor? It's not grease. That's the blood of my son. He's a ghost now, and he haunts this Buc-ee's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Oh my god! I've been looking for the boy for a long time, and I need to eat, so I'm gonna start eating this hot pickle. Do you mind? I just really could use the electrolytes that a pickle provides because I need the salt in my body. I'm unwrapping the hot pickle now. Does anyone have any Progresso soup that I can maybe... I just got 80% of my daily value of soda. Just in one slurp.
My doctor diagnosed me with low blood pressure. Low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Diagnosed me with low IQ.
Diagnosed me with alcoholism.
Fellas, is there anything you guys want to plug on this app, or anything you want us to know about? All right. Hell yeah. Make sure that you listen to Landmark Catastrophe.
Dude,
by the
y'all check that
Anti-Jazz
out.
Alliance.
For real. Everybody needs to go check that out because it's a banger.
Where'd you guys come up with the name
I don't know.
Anti-Jazz
I think
Alliance? Dude?
Sean said it.
It was an
Wait,
early review.
oh, that one?
It was Anthony Fantano's first reaction to hearing it.
Dang.
Oh, man.
There's also a
dude.
lawsuit involved with what's it, North Carolina Radio?
Right.
North the North Pacific.
North Carolina. Is that what you said?
NPR.
Well, yeah, because you guys used to be NPR Trio.
Yeah.
But that's NPR is already a thing.
What does it stand for?
National
Public Radio, fool.
No.
National Public
Hey.
Radio.
No,
Hey!
I've said this before. It's N-words partying relentlessly.
You could.
That's fire.
They never stop.
Why?
You could try to get them to stop, but they
We out here trying to function, bitch. You're fucking up my high. Get up out my mix.
They stopped us, and the lawsuit was drawn out in a long time. It drained most of our savings. And,
Damn.
we changed the name.
You had to all change your own names.
Yeah.
You had to change your last names from Nelson Pilolla Riley.
I'm anti.
to-
He's Jazz.
Yeah.
My name is Jackson Jazz. Steve Anti and Sean Alliance.
Wow.
Anti-Sean Alliance.
No, you're Steven Anti, remember?
Steven Anti. Oh, okay.
Steven Anti,
Steven
Jackson
Anti.
Jazz, and Sean Alliance.
That's so hard though. Steven Anti. Like what the fuck?
That's when you put on the sunglasses. You're Steven Anti.
All right, now we're NPR Trio. Thanks for having us.
Wow, I feel like there's more light in here now.
NPR is like almost is like an ASMR
Hey,
experience.
fuck it, PR, bro.
Whoa. all
Not
about-
you guys, but them. They sued
yeah?
you. Like fuck them.
No,
bro.
they didn't.
No. Did you?
acting. Can you believe he lied? Can you believe he lied again, dude? This guy's full of shit.
I don't have
My
anything
name-
to say, honestly.
I just want to say my name's Eli, so I can't judge.
That's
like,
true.
If you
No, for real.
lie,
Even that shit
because-
about the saxophone that I said earlier, out my ass.
Yeah.
All right, hey, what's
actually how you get the tones is out your ass.
What's the best saxophone you've ever had?
The one I have right now.
Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Good answer.
I got it back today. Shout out to Scott, my boss. You know, I don't think I said anything weird on here, so I think we're good. He rebuilt my saxophone. It's King Super 20, 1951.
Oh, nice.
Just rebuilt it, put in fancy pads, dude, and
Your fucking saxophone's 70 years old?
yeah.
Nice,
That's
dude.
fucking sick, dude.
Little vintage.
A little vintage. You know, some of the brass was like worn through, like by
Damn.
just like hands. It was like
Yeah.
paper thin, and we had to patch it, dude. I was like, oh my god, I gotta fix this. This is terrible.
How do they do that? They like weld it back on, dude?
We do
That's
like
crazy.
brazing. We can braze a patch. We do soft soldering. Specifically, what he did for the biggest one of mine is he used epoxy and inlaid rosewood over it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Neato.
Wait, so it has like a rosewood like finish like on top, or
Well,
is it like,
so,
or it's
like-
like or like the rosewood's under, and then you like
The rosewood is on top of the brass. It's where
Wow.
like my right thumb goes. And instead of there being like a paper thin piece of brass because it's been worn away by like
Just
7 decades of playing.
sweat.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
There's rosewood there now.
Wow,
Right.
that's
Nice.
tight.
Feels nice.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Nice little extra touch there. Yeah.
Yeah, a little touch.
Oh, yeah.
Replace some of the other touches, dude. All the key pearls got worn down, so now those are all rosewood too.
Nice, dude.
You know?
Sounds like you got yourself a little treat.
Little custom tree.
Hell yeah. That's dope, dude. I'm stoked. I'm about to get my my SG back out of the shop too right now.
Nice.
I got it all set up. Got like a new nut on that shit.
Yeah, get some nut.
Yeah,
Get
dude.
your nut
New
on.
nut.
Get a new
Little
nut,
bone,
bro.
bone nut.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Bro,
dude.
that's an MK Ultra trigger right there. Now,
Bone-
Bone.
as
nut,
soon as all these
bone,
like words
nut.
are said, I just start to dissociate. I'm like, oh, they talking
Dude.
about nut.
Dude, it's crazy. Because like the higher
about
quality,
bones.
the higher quality guitar nuts, like when you make one, they make them out of bone, or it's like I don't even know. They probably used to make out of fucking elephant tusk or whatever, but it's
Right.
made out of bone. But you like sand it down, and it's
Alright.
the fucking worst smell.
Bro,
Like,
it's
taste.
so
it
bad.
smells like nut. It smells. It's
That's tough.
It's It's the fucking gnarliest smell you'll ever smell. But so I'm glad I wasn't
Alright.
there when it was being made.
So just real quick, none of y'all have any like alien or UFO stories, right? Quick, just curious. No.
Negative.
No worries. No, because we're hitting about 2 hours right here. Actually,
Yeah,
we're
damn.
we're a couple minutes away from 2 hours, and that's usually where we pull the plug just for the sake of editing and all that. But holy shit, guys! Once again, you guys are welcome back whenever you guys would like. We've
Anytime,
known
dude.
you guys forever, so if you guys ever want to join us on a deep dive or a fucking news episode or any kind of just goofing around or game streams, we barely even got to talk about that stuff, but yeah, dude, we're super stoked that you guys got to come on and hang
Yes.
out with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, dude.
Don't forget
Don't
about
forget
us.
about us.
That's right.
You think we could? Do you think we could?
What
ever,
is that? What was that just now? Hold on.
Yeah.
Was that?
I thought I told you not to ask us that.
we need to get out of here, dude.
Yeah, we're out of here, bro. That was the last
Yeah.
call.
Okay. All right.
You should listen to the album, man.
The storm off the fucking podcast the first time. You guys made it 99.9. Look at these motherfuckers recycling.
Man,
Shout
Okay. All right. Well, hey. That's what it's all about
Don't
right
hate
there.
yourself, bro.
Hey, there we go. All right. Hey, man. Fuck. All right.
Shout out. Hey, yo.
Well,
Thanks
yeah,
everybody for watching the
That was
ZUDECAST.
the Anti-Jazz Alliance there. They done they came in, they said what's up, and they done stormed out. So hey, well,
Check out their OnlyFans.
yeah, check out their OnlyFans, bro. They're hot content. It's been Zudecast number 80 or 68.
just a quick shout out. Thank everybody for tuning in, and also if you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, And if you really got a big heart on from watching this one, go ahead and check out our coffee as well.
True. Buy us a coffee, dude. We clearly need
Please
it.
buy us coffees. We need several coffees to keep this bitch rolling.
There's
So-
coffee literally in here, and the cup is empty now. Well, there
So-
was, I should say, but
So
I need
yeah,
more.
like we need
more.
several coffees. That's the whole thing.
Keep your bussies tight. And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh!
Fuck yeah. Thanks, guys.